Hello, Dominic.
Good evening. I've come to help.
Good.
So, how are we today?
I'm good.
And what's the
How are
weather
you
been
doing?
like?
How are you doing today?
I'm tired.
You are?
Yeah, long day yesterday. Other than that, other
Long
than that,
day.
it's a Saturday.
Yep. It's Saturday.
Yep,
But it's Friday evening here.
yep, yep. And I didn't get a chance. Well, I didn't eat pizza yesterday, which was a bugger. I had some Chinese food.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. When a few more get on, I'll share a picture. Yep. Cold. A cold grey day yesterday, but we're only a couple of weeks out of the shortest day, so that's a good start.
Well, I didn't have such a good day today, but that's what it is.
Oh no.
Because I was out dinking around trying to work on the zero turn, and I was bent down, and my legs started to wobble, and I went down.
Oh no.
I fell right on the front of the zero turn.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, wasn't good.
Mm. Yep. Oh, where is everybody?
So I don't know. We must be on because you found it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you are on. Oh, yep, I did find it. Yep. Ah, here we go.
Joe,
Yes, I'll let him in.
good afternoon, Joe. How are you doing?
Impatient again, huh?
What's up?
I'm just recovering after my little emergency this afternoon.
Yeah, you were impatient again. Instead of waiting for somebody to come look at it.
Well, I tried to call everybody. Nobody would come and look at it.
Is Justin?
Here's Justin.
So
Hey, how you doing, Justin?
that's gone.
Good.
Just got our grocery order in and put it away.
All gone.
Do I?
I'm telling the animals to go away. It's all gone.
They just want a little snack.
They got a little snack.
What's up, Randy?
So I was doing my light box
Yeah.
and the A messed up.
Well, you could fix it with a.
You can't fix it.
You can't cut a piece of black tape and put it in there.
No, it's got a it's the piece that's supposed to be in it came off. So when it went to cover it in the background, it had a big glob that just sat there.
Oh, okay.
So it didn't give me a clean surface. So I was trying to do it with the white on the back, and that ain't gonna work.
Why?
I don't know. Well, it works. It works if you can keep all the letters in place. You keep that part that goes in the A right here. It wouldn't have peeled up. Everything else stuck. That one part's peeled up. It don't make sense. All the little ones like that stayed.
Well, did
Why
you
that one piece peeled?
just dab it with a couple dabs of super glue and just shove it back in the middle there?
I can't. It didn't even. All it was strings.
Oh, you're talking about the entire middle piece fucked up?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
No.
just reprint. Well, just delete the rest of the
Hey,
print
Randy.
and just print that piece out. Try just reprinting that one piece. Pull it out of the print.
I'll redesign a little bit. I'll figure it out.
Well, I mean, instead of trashing that one, though, like I said, you could just print that one piece
Good
out.
afternoon, Brenda.
Yeah, there might be a way to maybe cut it out and put another piece of white in the back. See, what I ought to do is just print it without the white in the
What's up,
back.
Randy?
Like Johnny
Brenda.
said, just put the white in later.
Brenda?
Hey, Brenda, Randy. Yeah, cut it to fit. That's what I was thinking. Other than that, it came out. It had a couple little spots, but it came out pretty good.
Was that 2 layers, or did you put them together after they printed?
No, when I got to where it started to fill in the back, I used white. As you can see the white on the side.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see that.
Because I like it better that way. That way it's
Are you-
all part, you know. I'll
You
play
didn't do
with
a
it.
bad job, so.
And it's not a bad job. It's one of those things where you got to tweak it, you know.
Yeah, it's dude, prints are always trial and error. Sometimes you'll have ones that just work right off the cusp, no problem, and then other ones you have to sit and tweak and fuck around with them.
Yep.
People give you the
Good for your ass. She's over there eating out the dish, and I threw her a treat, and it bounced and hit her in the tail, and she took off down the hallway.
Yeah, been there,
Good for
done
your
that.
sneaky ass. Perfect. Hit a crack on the ass. Perfect. Went and picked up my Monjero. $1,200. I'm glad I don't pay for it.
Mm.
Monjero. What the hell is that?
That's the shot I take once a week to lose weight. So they've given me 3 prescriptions, $3,600. And when I started taking, I was 259 pounds, and I'm right at 230 right now.
Nice. Oh, so that's how much a photograph costs?
No, that's the pill, the shot.
The
Oh,
medication.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
I thought you were taking like they were taking shots of your body like as you progress.
No.
I thought you were talking about. I was like, shit, you could do that for free.
Yeah. $300
I
a
don't
shot.
know why. I don't know why that came into my head, but
I thought
$300
I
a
was
shot.
having a bad time. I've only just woken
You
up.
don't have to pay
You
that, do
need a
you?
nap.
I don't pay anything.
he's not on Ozempic. He's on the newer type of Ozempic. Ozempic's the old OG stuff.
Yeah.
Ozempic's the one that didn't work. Made me gain weight.
I've seen a lot of people where Ozempic. I knew 3 or 4 people that were taking Ozempic, and it didn't work for any of them.
This stuff here, 11 o'clock this morning, I decided I was hungry. I went in there, I made an egg, put a little cheese on the egg. I put it in a hot dog bun, ate that, and that's what I've eaten all day, except for this little bit of fruit I'm playing with right now.
Kind of fucking redneck kind of breakfast is that?
Yeah.
Hey, I didn't feel like I didn't even know what I felt
He
like.
fucking took a egg with cheese and throws it in a hot dog bun.
Oh, and I chopped up a hot dog and seared it.
Oh, God.
I had a hot dog seared in with the cheese and the egg, scrambled egg, and then I put it in a hot dog bun and ate that and trimmed it all off and gave the rest of the eggs to the dogs. So I didn't even eat the whole egg. Oh, you need one of them bacon treats? Okay, hold on. Once I give them that bacon treat, they leave me alone. They got me trained. So you heard Paul fell off the ladder.
Paul fell off the ladder.
Yeah, he was working on his zero turn and fell into his zero turn. No patience.
Yeah.
It's like falling off the ladder. Same thing. No patience.
Are you gonna speak to me?
Go. Double Lance. Randy, Brenda. It's all huh? Okay.
Man.
Y'all go. Y'all let him in. I'll be ready to kick him off. Better hurry. Better say something.
Hey,
3, 2.
hey, don't be booting me.
Okay. I'm just telling you.
Okay.
Had my finger on the trigger.
I saw that. And I still can't figure out why I don't have a camera working.
They dominate. These frozen mangoes, slices.
Yep.
I could eat these all day. And I'm allergic to them.
Yep.
They sell it by the they sell it in a big bag, or you can buy it by the pound. It's like $3 a pound in a pound bag. But last time I bought a pound bag, I said I ate the whole thing.
I'm back. I had a phone call.
We missed you, Paul.
D- Lance, it's nice of you to say that, but Joe would never say that.
We didn't know
He
you were
was
going.
bad. He was bad mouthing you the entire time.
He did what?
He was bad mouthing you the entire time.
Oh, was he?
We
Yeah.
didn't know you were going.
Dominic?
Yeah, I know.
Yep. Payment posted on the 25th. And I'm getting emails from the company and a phone call saying, we couldn't post your payment. Your payment didn't go through. It's on there. I said, it's on there 25th. Go pitch and look at it. Back and look at it.
Did they respond?
No. So I'm not answering your call. I knew it came up. I watched that too close. Well, you better go.
Hey hey JD, hey Brenda, hey Randy, hey Corey.
Hey, Dominic, I had to redo the case
Hey
Yep.
Dominic.
because it
How are
wasn't
we?
snapping in right. The front end was breaking.
Yep.
So I sat there and put it in Tinkercad, and I measured out. I had to put a new groove in it. This new groove in the front. I don't know
Yep.
if you can see it.
Yeah,
That little
got it
groove
now.
in the front. So when you put it in, I had to eyeball it. That's about right. Watch. Sucker don't move.
What kind of case is that, Joe?
That's the one I
Hey,
made for
Curtis.
the
He
world's worst
printed that.
drone ever.
Oh yeah, look at that. Hey, I got mine today. It arrived about an hour ago. Had
Oh,
my
did
neighbor
it?
pick it up. Had my neighbor pick it up, so I won't see it until Sunday.
Oh, that's
It's a
right.
new.
You're up at the cabin.
I texted him and said, "Go pick it up." So he went over and grabbed it.
Oh,
What's
good.
up, Jim?
And they said it was the drone's fault, so which is good.
Well, that's kind of funny how they said it was the drone's fault with yours.
Well, they know who I am, Joe. I just tell them I know you.
Well, you should have told them that.
Good afternoon, Justin. Justin's off for the summer, isn't he?
Yep.
Good for him. He made it through one whole year. We like that.
You've been running around singing schools out for summer.
Alice Cooper. He probably doesn't even know who Alice Cooper is, does he, Joe?
Yeah, probably not. I'd rather Van Halen and Hot Potato.
Yeah.
You know, the song I really like is the Pink Floyd, where the helicopter, it starts with the helicopter, and if
Yep.
we used to always play that at our dorm. We lived on the third floor, and people would think a helicopter was coming over our building, and because we would just crank it.
Another brick in the wall, part 2.
Yes, exactly.
Curtis, what's up?
We don't need no inspir. You want me to sing it to you guys?
Yep. We don't need no education.
Inspiration, education. We don't need no self
Thought
control.
control.
Hey,
Teacher,
sister.
leave those kids alone.
Yeah.
Where's that mute button?
Justin probably doesn't know who Van Halen is either. Why are light boxes tricky, Randy? I want to get one that says on air, kind of like Johnny has.
Well, the way they make it is completely different than the way I made them. Lon, what's up? I'm trying to get them to send me the STL files so I can see what they did.
Hey, Lon.
Teacher, leave those kids alone.
Yeah, man, props right there with Ted Nugent.
Little Peter Frampton.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see Ted Nugent live one time. That's a freaky guy. Well, you're right. You're all right, Eddie was. Probably the best, close to the best. Only one I'm gonna tell you one that'll outplay both of them, but you're gonna laugh because he was an old guy, Roy Clark. That guitar, banjo, whatever he played when he played it, it was like part of him.
Yeah, I can see.
Ted. He was known as Uncle Ted.
What's up, Jim? Curtis, how's it going? Oh, shit.
Okay, I'm back again. Bone's running around like a wild man again in the house.
Oh, shit. I'm good, Jim.
Hey, Jim.
I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what I want to make for dinner.
Curtis. I haven't seen Curtis in forever.
Mm,
He was in here yesterday, I believe, or the day before yesterday.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I missed him.
But
Beautiful
yeah,
beautiful today, isn't it, Curtis? Tell Paul how beautiful it is here in the Northwest.
Is it really
Curtis will,
beautiful up there? You've never mentioned that,
Curtis will back me up.
right, Joe?
Hey,
I just got a big grocery order delivered, Jim, so I'm trying to figure out what I want to eat out of it for dinner.
What delivery service, Justin?
I just used Walmart.
somebody called me. Hold on.
Hey, did you
Oh,
know Joe was looking for commando pants at Walmart the other day? Couldn't find
Oh,
them.
it was?
yeah, I ordered like $300 and some worth of food, and they delivered it a little while ago. It's getting a week's or two worth, about a week and a half worth of groceries. I hate this time of year, man. The fucking kids eat everything. My grocery bill skyrockets in the summertime.
Send them away.
About to.
They went to camp last year.
Yeah, but their camp's only a week long out of the 2.5 months they're home. So, I mean, it's a week, you're right. But
I
is it a
think it was
week?
right around the time you were fixing your mom's car.
Yeah, it was I mean, it is a week gone, but I don't think they're going this year. I'm not sure.
Too old now.
Two of them are kind of, yeah, they're pretty old. I don't think they want to go anymore. My
Because your
youngest one,
daughter's going to be like a senior, isn't she?
yeah, and then my eldest son's gonna be in, he's a junior this year. So, yeah, they're both close to graduating high school. My youngest one, they'll be out of high school like 8 years before she graduates, or 7 years. So,
Child.
yeah, that's my youngest one. She's just going into 5th grade. So,
Joe's on the phone, must be talking to his son.
Hmm.
I thought his son was on the ship. Maybe I could be wrong.
What? Don't have it.
Hey, Jim. Does Jim live near Paul?
Jim lives about an hour south of me.
Okay.
What a great guy, though. He's the kind of guy, once you're friends with Jim, he'll do anything for you.
yeah, so is a hooker if you pay him enough.
Is that your favorite form? Okay. I guess we know what Justin's paying for.
Hit that right price, he'll do anything.
So your wife won't take care of you better than that?
And stuff. Hey. Either which way, you're paying money.
So Lance doesn't have his camera on again, so he must be on his cell phone up at the cabin.
Actually, I'm on my school laptop, and for some reason, it won't let me access my camera.
Oh wow.
Oh,
Must be locked for Zoom because I can get on. I can get on with Teams, but not with Zoom.
So Dominic, what's your plans for this weekend?
rest.
Pizza.
Yeah, I might get some pizza. I didn't get a chance to have pizza. I'll show the photo that I've got. And I think, well, I posted it on posted on Facebook. But I'll find the photo and share it. Where are we?
The dough is in the oven.
Yep, nice.
Girls are out spending my money.
Oh no. Share.
I want them to get home so I can. We only have one vehicle up here, so I'm stuck at the
Okay.
cabin. I want to go fly.
That's okay. That's
Ooh.
yum cha.
Good.
Dumplings.
Yep, dumplings. There, soy sauce, more soy sauce. That's rice noodle.
What's in that one right there, the
prawn
brown
toast.
one? Is that all dumplings or is that one chicken?
No, that's spare ribs.
Well, I knew it was something like that. I couldn't tell it all.
Yeah, prawn toast, chili sauce, and vinegar. So
Hey,
yeah,
TJ.
yeah, that's a I do that probably once a month on a Friday. Over
David.
Should as David, huh?
Don't let
Get
him
my
in.
trigger finger ready.
Don't let him in.
Don't let him in.
Too
It's
late.
not-
Shut up!
it's David with a green screen, I think. It's not the real David.
He's in the waiting room.
What? No, he's not.
I let him in.
Grr.
Did someone let him out again?
Yeah, I let him out.
Joe's
I
a,
heard
let him
I heard
back
Laura,
in.
so because of that, I let him out.
Joe is a fill the blanks.
You brought me off now. I didn't get to change my name.
I heard ping out. You're out.
There we go.
And my son called me. He's getting ready to go. He done sold all his dressers, his couch.
There is Lance black screen, Dominic, Joe,
Yeah.
Paul,
What?
and Invisible Justin.
Lance can't get his camera to work.
Green screen problems again. Don't worry, Lance. We all have technical issues.
It'll go away.
Thank you.
Hey, Giggle says Laura David.
Who does?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Did you hear that?
What?
Like Google responded to you and went, "Sorry, I don't understand."
Oh, giggly pants.
Yeah, DJ. Turns out Giggles is now a command for my Google.
Oh. Giggles, what time is it?
Pizza time.
It is 22:31 in the evening.
Ooh.
2:31. 2:31 in the afternoon.
So you're at 10:31
on Saturday morning.
and you're at Dominic's Saturday morning.
So it's perfect pizza time for
Up
TJ.
and lay down. Lay down.
It's still 18 degrees here.
Nice.
Shower.
Where's Munchkins?
Go over there. Just that.
Oh.
What's up, TJ?
The others are in bed.
64 degrees in conversion.
All right. Hey, Google. What's
you
18
gonna-
degrees in Fahrenheit?
Going to get some Chinese food,
Yeah.
TJ?
64.4.
Yeah, 64.4 Fahrenheit.
That's
18.
nice weather. Dude,
Not
I would love to be in 64-degree
too
weather. right
cold.
That's
not,
what it is here, 64
Oh.
degrees.
Not at 10:30 in the evening, right? With a humidity of 98%.
Oh, that's perfect.
No, it's sticky as shit.
Oh, here, dude, that would be
It's like-
really good weather here.
It's
Even
like
with the high
living in a
humidity.
jar of Vegemite.
No, here, if it was like in the mid 60s, low 60s, even with that much humidity, it would still be really nice outside. The humidity's only an issue here when it's hot, like really hot.
Unfortunately, I'm not outside, and I think it's about 27 in here. Hot
Oh,
city.
there ain't nothing better
don't
than
know.
that.
Might be lower.
David,
27.
it's 63
Seven.
and 59% humidity.
27 in here.
So it's 27
Where I am.
degrees in this living room.
Don't you put that summer on me. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
I'm
AKA
just waiting
Brenda.
for it.
Oh, Justin.
No, I hate the
Okay,
summertime.
Jim, take care, buddy.
Thanks for
Justin,
Yeah,
leaving.
Jim.
What?
have you done the new event in Fortnite?
No.
Oh no.
I haven't even played a regular game. I've just been doing
It's not
XP.
in the regular game.
Do I?
It's not in the regular game.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
Oh, no, I haven't.
It's Sabrina Carpenter's final push this weekend.
No, I haven't done
Wait,
it.
someone's going to push her off a cliff? Oh, great.
The only thing I've done is some XP maps today and some
It took 30 minutes to get into that.
I did some music festival and unlocked. I got one more thing to unlock on the second bonus rewards page that I'm done.
All I've done is he's gone in there, cancelled my subscription, and legged it.
I don't mind. See, my biggest gripe with the whole Star Wars season was they got the guns down, they got the characters down. The thing they didn't get down was the fucking map. Was not Star Wars themed at all. And then they did one little tiny spot on the map that had some Star Wars theming, and that was it.
Which will leave shortly.
I would have been cool with a full season of Star Wars if they would have redone the map for it.
Superheroes next, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, great. Now we're going to have Superman flying around the fucking map.
Oh, well, we're used to that.
Oh man, I missed the car season. I want to go back to that. Me and Jason were reminiscing on that yesterday. I missed the car season. I was fucking nasty in those cars back in the day.
Oh, I don't think that's TJ.
No, that's Anthony. That's not TJ.
Wait. No, we need the giggle to prove that it's him. Is that funny, TJ?
No, that's a pretty gay giggle. Kick him off. That was the girliest giggle I've ever heard. That can't be him.
Yeah, comes on the panel and then mutes himself and goes on the phone. Jeez.
Yeah, the real TJ would have never been that rude.
Yeah.
Yes, he would have.
No, that's an imposter.
Well, that's the old TJ with a new haircut.
I tell you what, he's looking more and more like Barry Chuckle every freaking day.
I don't think Americans know who he is.
The bottom, no, his mustache
Donald
starts to look more and more like the bottom of my sack every day. More bushier.
You know about his tiny pee again.
Yeah.
No, we
TJ,
figured out the math
now that you're
yesterday.
back, they can stop.
The more they talk about it, the smaller it is.
Yeah.
No. Yesterday we figured out the math on my pee-pee. Apparently it was very
Hey,
big.
Johnny.
Here comes Johnny, Joe.
Here's Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
Oh, where was Johnny this morning?
I don't know. Go say something, Johnny.
Hello.
Hello,
Hey.
Johnny.
What happened this morning?
Oh, we were talking about you and Joe having to take on his son Justin because Joe wouldn't be able to do it by himself.
What you mean take him on?
Like Joe thinks he could still wrestle his son to the ground.
Fisticuffs.
Shit.
Shit.
I said, you better call Johnny over there. One of you take the top, the other one take the bottom, and take his ass down.
I don't even think that would happen.
I got a big old ball peen hammer, just hit him on top of the head.
There you go.
Yeah,
Gotta go to sleep
I,
sometime.
like I said, Joe, I know
That's funny.
you want to still think he's like 15 and you're in your 30s, but that ain't the case anymore. We all have to deal with that eventually.
How old is your son now, Joe?
26.
It ain't the age, it's the size.
Yeah.
His son's bench pressing more than Joe weighs.
Yeah, but I could outrun him.
Who, his son?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You think so?
If he was chasing me, I could.
I mean, he was a cop, dude. I'm sure his stamina's pretty high.
He'll probably tase me.
You probably would.
Now, when is he moving up there, Joe?
Middle of next month. Like I said, he sold all his dressers, his couch.
His
He's
dresses.
got everything, selling them piece by piece.
Oh
selling
yeah,
everything
he's moving into his brother's house. He probably don't need any
He's got-
furniture.
He's got dresses.
Dresses. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he got
heard
dresses.
this. I heard the same thing, Johnny.
Oh, I was wondering what the hell.
Dressers.
But like you
Yes.
said, he's moving into your other son's house, so he doesn't really need any of that shit, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Does his other son have dresses?
Oh my god.
No.
Joe's like, I might not be able to take my son down, but I'll beat Lance's ass.
TJ, what are you eating?
I'm eating some Chinese food from last night. I'm freaking starving.
Hey.
TJ, you look like you're ready for your communion picture. Yeah, you got your hair all
Yeah, I work today, so
got your hair
Oh,
all.
did you not eat all day?
Were you busy at the store?
here and there we have our moments where it's like where a lot of people are in there, then like it'll get dead and tumbleweeds start blowing by. It's like, oh.
The Walgreens is never a busy store.
No, not really. I mean, sometimes our store is busier than others. Well, no, like some stores are more busier than ours is because ours is a small store. And
Did you move? You moved to Arizona?
Arizona? What do you mean?
You said tumbleweed.
Oh, well, maybe Florida weeds. I don't know. I don't know what you call like whatever.
Did you see, Johnny? Did you see Joe's latest print?
Can you see it?
What?
He's holding it up.
I don't see anything.
Oh, it says USA. Don't you?
Oh yeah, right, Corey.
Says USA drone flyer, Captain Joe America with a drone light
Oh
box.
yeah. Now
Oh,
I
that's
see
cool.
Yeah, except to see where the
The
A.
A messed up.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I would have
Just-
mad.
Get a
No, I did the white on a layer and back, and it messed up right there when that piece bounced off.
trying to think of TJ in a robbery situation.
I don't.
Which
Oh.
position would he be in? The bad guy or the good guy?
He's
I'm
a
talking
bad
about
guy.
if he was at work.
Yeah.
Like, would he just like laugh the criminal, or he'd think he was insane, or would he just?
No, that's
Or
what
would he get-
happened. That's what
Would he
would
get
happen
super
when he gets to
serious and
jail.
give him the money?
When he gets to jail.
Why would TJ go to jail? He'd be the employee working. Cops come in, find TJ sitting on top of the dude, knocked him out, and he's just giggling.
Yeah.
Get up, bitch.
That's funny. Hey Justin, guess what's on right now?
What?
Step Brothers.
Oh, you're not watching on regular TV though, are you?
I guess.
Or is
so.
it like is it a cable? Because I hate. What channel are you watching on?
I don't know. I just turned the TV on. It was on.
I can't watch movies with
Hey,
commercials.
how much are the batteries for the Neo, Joe?
I think $39 or $59, something in the neighborhood.
Oh, I need a couple batteries extra. Well, they got the Neo 2 coming out.
Yeah,
Yep.
Joe's already got it ordered.
No, that you go and get them. That's what I heard.
Oh yeah.
You can get a single for around They range from 39 up to 50, depending on what seller you go with.
Yeah, I thought they were like 39.
Then you can get one of the the charging dock with 2 batteries for
I
100.
got that. You can get them from DJI probably.
Yeah, they probably have.
Let me pull up the DJI store.
Yeah, there's one seller here. I'll put the link in the chat for you. They got them for $39 right now. Or you can get an open box one for like 37.
Search for shit out DJI. Didn't Lance just get the Neo?
Yeah, you got it back.
My repaired.
Oh, you got it repaired?
Yeah.
Oh, they $59 at DJI.
Here, I sent you the link in Messenger. Johnny, it's the seller on Amazon selling them new for 39.
Is it DJI? Battery?
Oh, I will. Hold on. I would assume so, because unless there's aftermarket batteries
It looks
already
like it.
for them.
Wonder why they're 59 at DJI.
Probably these might be ones that a seller had before and might have bought a while back or something, maybe. So that they're able to sell them cheaper
But
because they're not
he's got it
paying
listed as new.
tariffs.
It is DJI sorta. It says.
Yeah, but you got to remember it's their store, but their stuff is stored in the Amazon warehouse.
Get it. I could get it by tomorrow.
There you go.
Yeah, because you could get.
How do you get a battery by
Yeah.
tomorrow if you can't put them in an airplane?
It's in Baton Rouge, probably at the Amazon warehouse.
Yeah.
So Johnny, my Neo, the Neo was in Dallas yesterday morning,
Yeah.
went to Louisville, went to Portland and Tacoma, and was delivered today. So last night it was in Louisville. There's
I hate
no
to.
way.
I would hate to order though and don't get it because then we leave Sunday for vacation.
There's no way that and it had a battery. There's no way that it could be driven from Louisville to Tacoma in less than a day.
You
so
could.
They had to have flown it.
I think you would get it on time. When are you leaving? The day after tomorrow?
Sunday.
Oh yeah, you should get it. It's because if I order the same battery, it takes.
Well, now it don't say that. It says arrives 15 days before Father's Day. What the hell does that mean?
Mark White is in the waiting room.
It says
He's in now.
No, it says free delivery Wednesday, June 4th. What the hell?
Nope.
Hold on.
I thought it just said.
Hello, Mark.
Is that the only option it gives you for delivery?
Somebody let Mark in. How easy.
I'm in. He's in.
Is that the only option it gives you?
Yeah, now it did. It seemed like I re-pulled it. That's a bad thing about Amazon. Let me pull it up again.
You just have one battery, Johnny?
No, I got 3, but I'd like to have another one for vacation. A couple of them.
Yeah.
Now
How long are you going for?
Free delivery Wednesday, June 4th. Or Prime members get free delivery tomorrow, which I am a Prime member.
Yeah, so you would get the delivery tomorrow then. If you're not a Prime member, they're going to take a few days to get it to you.
Or if it comes, Joe, you just have to ride over here and pick it up.
You come home. Why did my battery got 16 cycles on? I was just testing it.
Yeah, no lie. This battery looked like it hit a pole.
No, they do that for non-Prime members, even if it's something
One
that's
pole.
a day
All it
away.
took was one pole.
They'll
Always
still
a pole.
My granddaughter's here. She's staying with me a little while. 2 hours? Oh, 2 hours? Ooh, I didn't say you could stay 2 hours. She said, well, too late now.
Yeah.
Joe, it's not
Too
too
late.
humid today. I say it's not too humid today.
Yeah, it wasn't. I was actually getting ready to go fly, and I got everything together, and they said strong storms are coming into your area, and I went, oh shit.
Shit, Marcus texted me, said it's 101 degrees in Boise, Idaho. That's kind of crazy.
Sounds great.
It's raining all afternoon in Dublin, Ohio.
Dublin, Ohio.
Yeah.
I
The
thought you
memorial.
I thought you were in the real Dublin.
Oh,
He's
Dublin.
watching the golf tournament.
Watching the
Oh.
golf.
Golf.
The golf.
He's watching the golf.
The golf is down here by us.
Yeah, Dublin's in Ireland, not in England.
Oh man.
I'm from that wonderful place called Manchester.
It's not nothing wonderful about Manchester.
Willie Walker up again.
We're from
The only
We're
good
from
thing is the exit.
what
Who
accent?
woke her up?
Who woke Laura up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who woke her up?
Shut up, Joe.
86 feels like 94.
Shut up, Joe.
My granddad was a Riley.
Yeah, I know.
Hey.
Shut up, Johnny.
Came from Limerick.
That takes
Oh,
longer to say.
David, what's up? AZ?
Man, I thought Dominic was like an angel or something. He had a little halo over his head.
He
Yeah,
wishes he was an angel.
Go out to Death Valley in the height of the
David.
summer.
AZ.
You want to feel some real fucking heat? Woo.
I wanted to feel real heat. I go and have a sauna.
I think the Death Valley's record was 100 and was it like 32 or 36 or something degrees?
That's
That's
But it's a very
Hey,
common
Dad,
for it
Paul.
to get easily
Paul's going
115,
flying.
120 out there.
Like that's something new.
Oh, you know what I got? I got an extra Avata 2 battery, so I just need to sell it or trade it for like 3 Neo batteries.
Yeah. I agree with that, Randy.
Hold on, you have a what
Right
you're
ahead.
going to trade?
A brand new Avata 2 battery still in a box.
Yeah. How much are those a piece?
Shoot, I don't know, like 129, I believe.
At 130.
Yeah, about the price of 3 Neo batteries.
Yeah, but if you're a Prime member, you should get your batteries tomorrow. It was just giving you the two options whether you were or not. Because now, if you notice on Amazon,
Yeah, but-
there's a savings bar that they put up
How's
there.
your hair caught in there?
I don't know. Just get it.
I can't get. Don't pull it. No, you pulling it. Pick it up. She got a hair caught in her head.
Yeah.
Well, how the hell did you do that?
No, I just do.
Jeez, she had a hair wrapped around a headphone.
Wow. Man, that was so good. I enjoyed every minute of that.
You ate for 30 minutes.
I know. Yeah,
And he enjoyed every minute of it.
that's all right.
Didn't enjoy the food, just enjoyed the minutes of it.
Yeah, he enjoyed
Yeah.
the
Got
minute.
a question.
I was so hungry, I don't think I even tasted it.
The minuet. The minuet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you take any notes from the minutes?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, so what Amazon's doing now to try to entice people to get Prime or keep it, they'll show you what you would end up paying for
Easy.
shipping and how long it would take without Prime, and then they also put a savings bar at the top now to show you how much you're saving in shipping.
Well, let me see. We get about 5 boxes a day at 365 days a year. So how many? Like we probably get costs us like a penny a box to get something shipped between my daughter and.
Have no new
Right.
message. Main menu to change your
Okay.
greeting. Press 2 to modify
No
your
thanks. And AZ, Paul's gone to catch a ship.
0.
Yep.
Hey, y'all seen the new DJI vacuum cleaner?
Oh,
The
God.
DJI vacuum cleaner. I don't
Yeah,
think
they got a
so.
DJI vacuum cleaner.
What does it look like?
Like a vacuum cleaner.
Well, there's got to be like some
Um,
there's got to be like feature. I mean, I know that, but there's got to be like some special features or something to it.
Yeah, it's got a camera on it,
So you can-
right?
It's,
And,
And
it's
obstacle avoidance.
it sends all your information back to China, TJ.
Yeah.
It says all your information back to
Yeah,
China.
It's
Nick
su-
Sends you all your dirt.
It
Nick
sucks.
should-
It sucks all your information out of you.
Literally, TJ, you set it going, and it will.
No, they do. That's the newest thing. They got a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, they'll set it going, and it'll start going around your room. As soon as you turn your back, it's there on your table, scanning all your documents, sending it all back to China.
Oh wow.
You can just see them working on the banning order right now.
Yep.
Hey, there's not any like particular way you fly. Is there? There's not like any like particular way of flying or anything, is there?
What,
Probably up
flying
in
a
the sky.
vacuum
Up in
cleaner?
the sky would be best.
Yeah.
Well, I know that because see the thing of it is because Jason from Flying High in Florida had messaged me the other day.
Sorry.
Was it
Jason Crowder,
yesterday
yeah.
or whatever, and he was like, he goes, let me find it.
Back in 5.
He was like,
What the hell?
this is, let's see, today's Friday, so this was Wednesday. So he said, hold on, let me lower this damn TV.
Dominic said he'd be back in 5, and he went to turn his camera up, but all it turned off was his green screen. He'd left his head there. And now his green screen's back, and he's gone.
See, this is what they're showing now on Amazon to try to entice people to keep it, right? Wait, hold on, shit.
So he's like, quick question. Got this
See?
young guy that has been riding his nuts for about the way I fly for months. Always says I'm in horizon mode and you flip switches. Is it petty if I put him on blast with my video from the goggles that shows how I fly a manual? And then I was like, well, to be honest, I probably wouldn't hang out with that dumbass no more. Probably.
Well, I mean, Horizon. You still flying Acro in Horizon. It's actually
Yeah,
harder
it's
in
either
Horizon.
Rocksteady or Horizon.
It's harder in Horizon and what's the other one?
Rocksteady.
No, it's Acro, Horizon, and
normal mode.
No,
or sport mode.
No, not in. Is he's talking about a FPV drone in Acro though?
Freestyle.
Well, that would be the Acro. Like the DJI, that would be the air mode.
What
not
about
Horizon.
the Irish jig style?
Horizon is hard to fly in.
Freestyle allows you to fly upside down.
Well, yeah, you can.
And if you go into the Irish jig, do your drone keep going in and out and crossing over each other?
Yeah, well, and then I told him not to hang out with him, and then he was like, yeah, I don't hang out with him. He just keeps always messaging me. He says, I don't fly real FPV. What does that even mean?
Horizon, like I say, it's harder to fly in Horizon than it is Acro air mode to me because it's all over.
Is he flying all DJI stuff?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, because so the other person flies what you would consider actual FPV drones, like the bad boy ones that,
Where are you?
that go fucking 200
Like the
miles
one-
an hour and all crazy shit.
Like the ones that you build, right?
Yeah, like the ones Dan flies or did fly, and people like
Yeah, but
that, like Mike Night
that's-
Train.
That's not
Yeah.
the real meaning of FPV, though.
No, it's not, but that's what the guy's trying to tell your friend.
Yeah.
Just tell
that,
your
you're not a real
friend to
FPV.
tell the guy to mind his own fucking business while he flies. It's up to him.
Yep, I agree.
Problem solved.
Everybody
But I
flies.
mean, like, you know, like I mean, flying the Avata, I mean, that's FPV, but you know, I mean,
DJ, don't worry about it. Even a camera drone is flown FPV.
And
Yeah.
all drones you look at a screen is FPV. It's just first person view, so they don't even know what the hell
Yeah.
they're talking about.
No,
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to explain to TJ. That's what the guy's trying to say, though, is because he flies probably home built type FPVs. You know.
You can still fly a home build in horizon mode.
Oh, I know that, but I'm saying I think that's what he meant by you're not a real FPV flyer. Is because his buddy's flying all DJI stuff, and you know how
I mean,
some of the hardcore FPV guys are.
I fly with Joe, and he's flying a fake FPV.
Yeah, and if you buy the Mavic 4 Pro, you can make it look like you're flying FPV by rotating the camera.
Yeah, be careful, Johnny, because Joel's getting
What's up, Randy?
using his drone as a weapon
Yeah, that's true.
on himself.
He might attack me. Most people have attacked dogs. He got to attack drones.
But I'm saying like
He attacks himself.
But the FPV guys that have built their own drones for years, they look at DJI as like kind of like Android users look at Apple users. They don't like each other.
The drone I built is all DJI, and I fly at Acro.
Oh, I know you do. You can, but they just don't look at it as the same thing. Some of those guys, you know, are
They
hardcore.
use
into their
They still use DJI cameras and video transmitters on them.
Yep.
Not all of them do. There's other companies that make that stuff. Not all of them use that kind of stuff.
A lot of them do now.
Now they do pretty much, yeah.
Mm.
The 03 and 04 are so good. I mean, really no other. I mean, I don't know what else would be. Caddx Vista. It's pretty good, I guess.
Well, I'm saying like to think about kind of get somebody's attitude like that though about stuff like that.
This was like the first DJI camera drones anyway.
All I'm saying is like you look at somebody that spent a lot of time building one like Rod would have, you know, all that stuff. Then you kind of look at this pre-built one DJI put out and you're like, oh, because you're kind of proud of yourself for building it. And let's face it, most of the home built FPV drones, as far as maneuverability and everything, they're going to outperform most of the DJI.
Even when a wire motor comes off of it, then you crash.
Yeah.
Nah, hey, flying with the motion controller. Hey, I'll tell you what, it's still fun. They could say all they want. The motion controller is pretty neat.
Wait, what's Corey saying? Walk Snail HD0 for racers.
Those are three different brands.
That's what.
Walk Snail do digital as well.
Yeah, that's what. Like
they're different brands of manufacturers.
John Coopy, that's what he flies. The Walk Snail.
Well, I think most racers still prefer analog anyway.
Building is easy, programming is the pain in the ass. Yep.
Yep.
Same with the computer. It's easy to build one.
Yep. Then you just got to get everything in the right spot at the right time, and oh shit.
Once you do it once, you realize how actual it's like. If you gave me all the parts right now, I could probably throw a computer together within an hour and a half. And have
There's
it all
always
put
that one
together.
thing you miss. I've been building it for 30 years, and there's always still that one thing you miss.
Right, you got to get in a groove of doing things in a specific order. So
yeah,
but I mean, if once you know that, okay, you know how to put M.2 in, you know how to put the RAM in, you know how to put in a graphics card. Once you learn all that shit, dude, it's just popping everything into place, screwing a few things
sometimes in. Sometimes you might be, 1/10 of a millimeter out. You didn't click it perfectly.
I think the first computer I built was nearly 45 years ago now.
Well, and the thing too, these days, like you guys know, all the computer components are pretty much universal in almost any case.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything matches up for the most part, you know?
Oh, definitely. But there's always that you didn't click it hard enough sometimes. It'll be about 40. Yeah, it'll be about 40 years since I started.
Yeah. Bring back
Like
the socket.
Like it took me about 2 hours to transfer my entire setup from one case to another. It only took me about 2 hours. And I did screw up the last time I did it because I forgot to plug in one power cable from the power supply to the motherboard, but I couldn't see it because I had already put the water cooler in and it was covering the plug up.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize I didn't plug the cable and it was just hanging up there.
Oh,
I thought it was plugged in.
We
And me
didn't
and Dave,
worry about that. They didn't have water coolers 40 odd years ago.
Yeah.
and me and AZ were talking to each other, and AZ's trying to help me out, and I'm trying to figure this shit out. And then I pull the water cooler off. I was like, all right, I'm just going to disassemble it one thing at a time until I figure out where I messed up. And then I took the water cooler out for the first thing, and I look up and I said, oh my fucking God, really? And I told
Yep.
David what it was. He's like, you're a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
Margaret Hot Lips Houlihan died, huh?
Yeah.
Loretta Swit.
Yep.
Loretta Twit.
Swit.
Yep. Heard that on the news.
Who's that?
Hot Lips.
MASH.
The
Hot
nurse.
Lips Houlihan and MASH.
I never
And-
really watched. I know the show. I never watched it. Though.
She was
Well, considering the fact that the last episode was 2 years before you were born, yeah.
She was a blonde
Well-
hottie.
I always
the one that
I
was
always thought
Burns.
that Loretta Swit was the inspiration for Miss Piggy on the Muppets.
Yeah.
Is it just me?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of money, Corey. We were talking about graphic cards one night in Jason's chat. Fucking put the link in there for one that Corey uses at his work, and they're like 30 grand a pop. We're like, here, go buy this one. Yeah, I know MASH wasn't one of the shows that my one stepmom used to watch when I was younger. She watched a lot of the other ones, but she used to watch a lot of Nick at Night.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I used to watch that too.
I think they still do it.
Nick at Night.
It's just all the old TV shows. Just playing reruns of them.
The Lucy Show.
Yeah, like my stepmom, she used to watch Lucy.
Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, like Dick Van Dyke.
still
I think it was I Dream of Jeannie. Is that it? Yeah, she watched. There was a
Dream of
handful
Genie
of-
was one of them.
Yeah, there was a handful of shows. Gilligan's Island, she watched that one a lot. She never really
Yeah.
watched MASH. Didn't the last Gilligan's episode, didn't they like meet a movie crew that came on the island and ended up getting them off or something? Didn't they end up getting rescued at the end?
It wasn't even an island.
I don't think so. I don't think they ever got rescued.
It was a peninsula that was sticking off the mainland. It wasn't an island.
Good point,
Wait,
Randy.
well, hold on. I've never heard that before. He's just talking about where they filmed it?
No, I don't think it was supposed to be an island when they crashed onto it, because they were only like 5 or 6 miles away from where they actually set off from. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know. I never
Let's
heard that.
see. Did the crew of Gilligan's Island get rescued?
Well, remember there was that couple episodes they had where that filming crew was filming a movie there and they met up with them. They just happened to land on that island to film something.
They had lots of visitors.
Bob Ross put your ass to sleep, bro. Just
Bob
gonna
Ross.
put a little pretty bush over there.
Put a little
So-
tree.
So,
If you tell anybody about
Justin-
that bush,
I'll kill
Justin,
you.
I'll kill
AI
you.
says no. The original Gilligan's Island television series ended with the castaways still stranded on the island, so they didn't. Although there was a rescue episode in 1978.
Yeah,
It was
wasn't there a
TV
movie?
not part of the original series. The original series finale, Gilligan and the Goddess, aired in 1980 or 1967 and ended with the castaways still on the island. So I think I think in the 78 series they might have gotten rescued, which is probably what
I think they did in that movie, in the telly movie. Yeah.
Well, the one with the movie crew, that was one of the colored episodes. So it was one of the later ones. The ones that when they started colorizing TV.
Yeah.
That was kind of like when I think Lucy even went through that progression, didn't it?
Yeah, Lucy did, yeah.
Like the
original
later seasons.
black and white.
Yeah, but the later seasons, I think they were in color.
They're
Weren't
in
they?
color, yeah.
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 Because I remember the episode, it was them on the island. Some movie production company happened to land there because they had plans to film a movie there. And they did all this filming with the crew, but I can't remember what happened at the end of the episode.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I remember that one too, Justin. And I think it was, the whole stick of, we're not gonna take you guys back because you'll expose our, film or, everything had that kind of a turn to it.
By
It
the
seemed
way,
like-
Justin,
What?
I'm unsubscribing from your OnlyFans. I've decided to move over to a new website. I'm joining OnlyFeathers.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Only feathers.
Well, I just asked Alexa, and she said yes. Gilligan's Island was a peninsula, not an island. So it was just a bit sticking out from the mainland, and they thought it was an island because
Why did they call it that if it was a peninsula and not an island?
Yeah, how did they not see the mainland that being that far away?
Well, it once made a good program if if it was so bloody obvious.
they had a forest in the way. They never walked around the island to see if there was another part to it. They were always on the same beach.
Oh, it's the same thing with Castaway when he delivered the last package and it had a satellite phone and survival kit in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was always part of the stupidness of the program and the irony on it. They called it Gilligan's Island. They thought they were cast away, and they could have just walked off.
Was it an American program?
Yeah, and I think the original show
explains it
only
then,
went
no?
on for what 3 or 4 seasons, wasn't it? Wasn't even that long of a running show. I think it was only a few seasons.
And
of
if
the original.
right, the captain was also the guy that played Casey Jones.
Alan Hale Jr.
Yeah, there was only 3 seasons of Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
Felt like a lot more than that. Just thinking of all the episodes from back in the day. But shows did have longer seasons back then too.
Yeah.
These fucking new shows, man, you're lucky to get 10 episodes out of a season.
Most. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look at like Netflix, Paramount, Disney, every one of their shows, your average is 8 to 10 episodes, and that's it per season on any new show. You used to get like 20, 30, you could have anywhere between 20 to 30 episodes from one show or from one season back in the day.
Yeah. And they'd film a whole season in a month. They'd film like at least one episode a day.
Yeah, they're already filming Tulsa King next season.
Oh, great.
They started filming on that.
Said that with enthusiasm there, Dominic.
No, it was great. No, I don't normally watch these gangster shows, but so actually it was, I'm pretty sure it was Lloyd, as in Grumpy Vlogger. I think he was the one that told me to watch Tulsa King.
Yeah, Lloyd was into it. We were talking about that last time he was on pause.
I watched the first few episodes and went, yeah, okay. And then I thought, no, I want to find out what happens. And then by the end of the first series, I got hooked.
Like I said, another really good one that was real popular is Sons of Anarchy. That was really good.
That one I
Breaking
couldn't
Bad.
get into.
Oh, Sons of Anarchy was good, man.
I just couldn't. And then while on the Tulsa King, I ended up watching Landman.
Oh, Landman. Oh, dude, I can't wait to
I,
this season.
I don't know about that.
Oh, that was good,
I
though.
liked it because I loved the
But you know, though,
character.
you know what's crazy, though, is like all the facts that he spits out in that show are all true about the oil industry. 100%. But the way I love the way he was talking to the cartel guys. He's like, you're fucking with multi-billion-dollar national companies. Like,
He just the whole thing. Billy Bob Thornton played a very relatable character.
Paul?
Yeah.
Chat. Jodie's message you and Joe.
Better get one too. Okay.
I think he's on about Boston creams.
No, I'm not getting Boston creams.
Oh, another Captain Drone video.
Wait, what?
Right.
He can't afford them. He's got to get his zero turn fixed.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen these. I've watched many videos on that ZMO2.
Frank.
Yeah, this is the ZMO V2, actually. Okay. I've seen the very first.
Jody, what's up, Jody? Dun dun.
Oh, Dre.
Yes.
Good evening,
What's up,
sir.
Dre?
Good evening, young sir.
now, he usually doesn't come in unless somebody's questioned his authority.
Well, I was going to continue our conversation because they did arrest somebody today for fraud of the food stamp program, but it wasn't those people. It was the people in the state of New York.
Oh,
okay.
Over $36 million of fraudulent SNAP redemptions.
Ready.
Oh, coming for you, Justin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, like I actually said, when they roll you out, they're gonna roll you out because they said about 6 people involved. Most of them in the state of New York, and I guess one worked at the federal level.
So they're going to be investigating Paul for spending his food stamps on Boston creams.
I don't get food stamps. You're in the wrong country. I don't get food stamps.
Dude, if I had $36 million or whatever it was in food stamps, I'd be having a whole freezer full of lobster and snow crab.
I mean, it's not just one person. I'm sure there's a bunch of people that they gave these fraudulent numbers to.
Oh, yeah.
They said it amounted up to this amount of money. Like I was talking about this morning. Somebody should be getting rolled out as being, like I said before, we read this article. Let me share it. ain't gonna be able to see the whole thing, but I'll share what I have.
Yeah.
Let me blow it up.
And I think you are in the right country, Paul. I mean, after all, you're in the same country as New York, which is where they're talking about.
Yeah, it says here a federal employee and 5 other people have been charged in connection with widespread fraud scheme targeting the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, which is SNAP. Also known
Actually,
as
Paul, you should apply for SNAP. You probably get some.
Over here,
I
over
wouldn't know
here,
how
you
to
would
do
at
it.
this.
Yeah.
Over here, you would at your age.
Yeah, and
but-
plus he's on
but-
Social Security too. So
Yeah.
Well,
But
Paul-
this is what I'm talking about, Justin. This is what people want to see rolled out. Individuals definitely who are authorized to have access to these funds misusing their authorization.
yeah, and good for them for catching them and holding them accountable.
Hey,
too.
Charlie, that
Yeah.
sounds like a situation we've got going over here.
Yeah, and Paul, you maybe don't want to catch up with Justin at some point and let Justin help you through it. He's
Why?
What?
What happened?
He said he wouldn't know how to apply for food stamps. So I said, maybe
I don't
you
know how
could
to
help.
apply for food stamps,
Have
especially
you
not
gone
even in
through it
his.
yet?
Not in his. Do what?
A different state
Oh,
as
I'm
well.
saying.
I think
Yeah,
he's
he's in a whole-
implying something to you there, Justin.
No, he's in a whole different state. I wouldn't even.
Yeah, different
know
state
where.
legislation.
Some states have offices you can go into. Some you have to do it all on the internet.
Actually, we've got different legislation through every state, but it's a federal matter. So you have to deal with the federal matter and then contact your state representative. So it's a bit different over here.
No, the only assistance we get is just
Hey-o.
kids insurance. That's it. The kids are on Medicaid, and that's it.
That's a federal matter here.
So do you have food
Still
stamps
run
over
by the state,
Australia?
though.
Do what?
Was that?
Do you have food stamps in Australia?
Not in, yes and no.
Yeah, but it might just be
Do,
called something
but
else,
it's,
but the same thing.
It's it's the same concept, just different,
Name different.
different method.
Yeah, because they don't do food stamps over here. You just get your benefits and that's it.
Well,
You
no,
just
here,
put money on it, your choice.
no,
Yeah,
see here
it's-
they have two different ones. It's cash assistance, and then you have food stamps. Both of them will go on to a like a credit card, debit card.
Yeah, we've got the basics card.
And then when the customer would swipe it, it would ask them on the credit card reader food or benefits. If they hit food, it's just for that the food stamps for their food. If they hit the benefits, it's whatever
That'd be
cash the
great.
government gave them.
Great, Corey. That'd be great. You can get assistance on top of the benefits you get, but it's called we have what's called a basics card, which is a card you can use at specific supermarkets.
No, we don't have that over here. We just get your benefits, and if you don't got enough food, you can go to the food bank.
Yeah, we've got food banks as well. So if you're on a concession
It's
card
sad
over here,
in 2025, that food banks across the world are on the rise.
yeah,
They did used to have food stamps, David, over here.
Yeah, no, used to, but they got rid of them.
Yeah.
if you're on
Yeah.
a concession card or got a student concession, you can go to the food banks. And there's actually one food bank that does Indian food too.
Because there was a lot of states that did food stamps up to just a few years ago, where they were still giving you paper booklets.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of it has just now gone to all done digitally through a bank card in like the last maybe 10 years, 8 years. Because we used when I was working as a cashier at Walmart when I first started years ago, there were still people that would bring paper like booklet page things, and we had to fill them out and run them through like a check and put them in
Ration
the drawer.
booklets too.
Yeah,
We used to have a book for our benefits. You used to have
they
to
were a pain in the ass to do on the register.
Yeah, you used to have a pension book as well that you used
Yeah,
to have.
there used to give you this like thin slip book, and each page had 2 payments on it, and you could go down to the post office once a week on any day you wanted, as long as it was after the Monday, and cash it in. And the post office would give you money. But now everything's done through your bank.
Mm.
Yeah.
Because like I said, when I first lost my job through ill health, because I had enough money to live off, but not enough to pay the stamp, I had to go and collect 1p a bloody week, and had to collect it. Felt like a right twat in the post office. Everyone's going through, going, "Here's your £100. Here's your penny."
You don't have to collect it every week, though. You can leave it a few weeks.
You weren't allowed,
weren't you?
No, you had to collect it every week.
I think nowadays well,
nowadays it just goes into your
bank. But I think when my mum started,
Yeah, we've got that here, Corey.
It was what?
They made it where if you missed a week, you couldn't have it. That was
You
it.
can make some after mine are done.
Well, when she did it, I think she only connected it once a month.
Yeah, but you could have asked for it once a month. But your book would be dated once a month. If it was dated weekly and you didn't collect it, that was it. You lost it. That's it. Gone.
That's not right. Shouldn't be like that.
No, it shouldn't.
If
yeah, it's not anymore, but it used to be. I'm not sure we go back to the 90s and rewrite history.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Corey,
that'd be great.
there was I've seen some body cam footage, 2 different couples or women down here in Florida getting arrested for that.
What they get arrested for? Taking for money?
Yeah, because the 2 places they were doing it in had city ordinances against panhandling.
Oh.
And they was and they were sitting out there, and it was two ladies, and they had their kids out there. And then when they were confronted, they ended up leaving in a van with some guy, and they were out there begging for money.
You know that happens over here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, every week you'll see this group of people and turn up, and one guy get out and he'd get his crutch out, and then he'd turn his feet inside opposite way, which obviously must have been painful. Yeah, and then he'd walk around going, "Got any spare money?" And at the end of the day, a van would pull up and he'd just put his feet back to normal, chuck the crutch in the back and get in, drive off. But he got caught when when he started getting greedy and doing different towns. So he, like, one day he'd do Wickford, then he'd do Billericay, and then he'd do Basildon, not realising people shopped in all 3 of them bloody areas.
Well, there was another one down here that got caught too it was a group of ladies from South America, and they were running a funeral scam. They had a picture of a girl and said that she passed away, and they were raising money. But then the cops had noticed on the body cam footage, the cops said, "We've been watching you guys for months, and you guys come and go, and every time it's like a different kid's picture, but it's the same people doing it."
Yeah, we've got that
And
here too.
finally, I don't know what they got him on, but they ended up arresting him.
And that is why when I do my charity event, everything has to go through GoFundMe or Just Giving. So you know the money's going to the right place.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing too. There's a guy on YouTube that goes around to those people begging for funeral money, and he'll tell them, he'll be like, "If you give me the funeral director's number, I will call and pay for the entire funeral right now." Every single time he confronts these people and he tells them that, they all scoop, take off, because they're not there to actually get a funeral paid for. They're just there scamming people for money.
Yeah.
And he legit will put the money up for anybody that actually needs money for a funeral. Like, he's done it a couple of times.
Wait. Did he pay in advance?
What do you mean?
Well, if I murdered somebody, would he pay money in advance? Because I don't want to murder someone and then have to pay for the fucking funeral.
Exactly.
What?
I'm just thinking about bumping my dad off. Not really. Don't want to see the dirt prick. But, you know.
But yeah, most of those scammers will end up running because, like I said, that's not what they're actually out there for. You know, if you went to somebody that was having a legit fundraiser for a funeral and you walked in there and you just had the money you said and they needed 20 grand, you just dropped, they would be so grateful. You know?
Pretty crazy, like how you do that. People like scamming people for funeral money.
Yeah, that's like the lowest of low. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Especially when you're putting some random kid's picture on a big piece of cardboard and you're saying they died of some, bad cancer that kids get.
Yeah.
Like that's like, to me, that's just the lowest scamming.
Yeah.
If my
Who is that?
friend, but if I'm gonna probably have a sleepover with her, and can you take me to her house?
I'll talk to mommy about that.
What was that?
No, I was talking to Aubrey. She's asking me about staying over at one of her friends' houses.
Mm.
So you're gonna talk to your mom about that.
Isn't it? Oh wait, no, never mind.
No, they're all out for summer. So. Dude, when I was in especially when I was in high school, I had 4 friends that used
What's up,
to
Jim G?
they'd come to my house at the beginning of the summer and they'd pretty
Yay.
much be there all the time. That's all we did was hung out and play video games and riding bikes.
Oh my god.
How long?
Shut up.
Hey, Dominic, art's on tonight, huh?
Yep, half an hour.
You go catch your ship.
I wouldn't want you to miss
Yeah,
that
yeah.
class act.
Yeah, I know. I've got to keep them all in line.
Yeah. Somebody's got a referee. Do you put on a striped shirt like a referee shirt?
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
That's funny. That's funny. Hey, Joe, that's funny.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be funny is when I put you two in your own breakout room together.
Do it.
Oh,
Yeah, Zoom actually has these things where you can put people in breakout rooms and it's like a private
Yeah,
panel.
I've done those. They're great fun.
What are you chewing on there, TJ?
A chicken wing.
Oh, it's a chick. It looks like a chicken.
Chicken tender.
Looks like a chicken dick, you know?
What? Did I just walk back to?
Paul always got to drop it down.
Hey, why don't chickens wear pants?
I give up.
Because their peckers are on their face.
Oh my god.
Justin can relate to that, can't you, Justin?
Hey TJ.
Unless you're anyone
Hey,
can relate to that.
Hey TJ, I went to Walmart today and I looked for 2 hours for camo pants. I couldn't find any.
That's pretty funny.
That's a pretty funny.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You see what Russell put in there, Dre? I didn't hear nothing about that.
I saw that earlier about them administration putting something together to do a quick ban on all Chinese. I just don't see them doing an executive order just on drones. It has to be broader than this. That. But who knows? We'll find out in the next 24 hours. How to get multiple. I mean, why you need to do multiple executive orders wrong? You already got multiple bills that are coming House and Senate.
And that may just be dealing with like federal properties and stuff too. It might not even have to do with consumers, you know.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's already been established to the federal agencies. None of them can use Chinese-made drones. They did that about 3-4 years ago.
Well, like I said, it could be addressing just something with the federal stuff, not anything to do with consumers too.
Mm-hmm.
You have to wait and see.
Yeah, I have to wait and see what comes. Like I said, the NDAA to me is going to be the death of drones. I would say on the consumer side, as soon as nobody does anything, we don't have to do anything. We're automatically will ban drones to be used by all of our federal agencies right away. The way things are going now, it ain't making a difference. You barely get one tip. People up here trying to do everything they can to get a having full into their hand.
Oh, you're fucking funny, TJ. How's that supposed to mean? He could have put even anybody else's name on this panel or a couple of names, and no, he just put me.
Yeah, he had to.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That's funny.
That's funny.
That's funny.
Hey,
So when
Justin,
is-
aren't you glad I'm making them on?
No. So what?
Yeah.
When is that supposed to be going through those executive orders? Is that tonight or something?
I hadn't even heard about it.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's why I was asking Dre about it because
Yeah,
Russell put that in the chat.
Like I said, I haven't been paying attention. I've been uploading all my data for my flight earlier. I have not scanning the news channels or seen anything on the internet. But they can find out in 24 hours. It's supposed to be multiple.
Where do you hear it at? Because
I don't know what
I haven't
Russell.
heard it.
I don't know what Russell's source is on that, where he saw that, or
Hey, Randy, I advocated for that years ago, and everybody thought I was crazy. I said, why not just people get Part 107s and up the professionalism of the hobby, just like you got guys who fly manned aircraft as hobbyists, but they have to meet a certain level. They got to
Exactly.
physicals, they got to do all this kind of stuff, so no one questions their qualifications. You know, like I said, when it comes to model aircraft, drone, FPV, everybody wants to do their own thing. And like, oh, get the government out of that to do. If you want to continue to fly, why not be professional about it?
Yeah, yeah. Same here. We've got so many different levels that you got to get through.
Yeah.
Up the professionalism.
Yeah. I've been saying that for years. That's why I can go out with the Part 107. It's going to make it harder for all these agencies and stuff to come at us saying, hey, what's going on? I said, well, these guys all passed the FAA standardized testing and everything, you know, the professional group. You know, says everything Chinese should be removed from the USA. Well, we'd be come out the house butt naked if that was the case.
Yeah.
Like I say, my LG refrigerator made in China. My
No, I
LG
got-
stove and dishwasher all made in China.
Dude, I got some made in America shop rags. I'll be fine. I'll have a little terry cloth.
You make a little loincloth. You know,
Like American made.
I think most of us wouldn't even be able to be on this show.
That'd be the best damn loincloth ever made, though.
You know, I'm sitting here. This is where I'm sitting right now. House phone, AT&T house phone, made in China. Okay, my cameras for to be on this show, made in China.
Yeah.
Can't get away from it. That's what you can't get away from it.
That's pretty good.
Look at boy Dre looking at TJ. Boy, back in my day, you laughed like that, you could smack. Think you're damn crazy.
I think don't smack TJ, smack Paul. He's the one egging him on.
I don't even know what he's laughing at half the time. We'll just
I don't think he does either.
We'll have the most we'll be having the most serious conversation, and he'll just start busting out laughing.
Camo joke. The camo joke.
And look, now he's laughing so hard he's literally just shit his mic on his phone. See, his mic's trying to listen to him, but it can't.
But he needs a computer that automatically dials 911 when he passes out.
Yeah.
Pretty good. That's funny. That's pretty good.
Well, Brenda hates her LG dishwasher. So.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, LJ's crap.
And that's I mean, we've heard all the stories. You know, people have
Look at Samsung.
about every brand.
Samsung probably has the worst fucking reviews. Like their shit is really nice. Like like as a concept, it sounds really cool having all these features and nice and shit. But the shit breaks easy.
Let's see, my washer and dryer is Samsung, and I'm not overly impressed. To me, they got spots where rust is coming up. I've never seen come up on a washer and dryer.
Yeah, dude. I thought every Samsung appliance we've ever had has been absolute garbage. Like it was nice when you get it, but then when shit starts failing on it, and then Samsung won't do nothing to fix anything.
Yeah.
Like, remember when Chris Hope got that Samsung fridge? And within like, was it a month, his fucking shelves broke in it, and Samsung didn't fix them?
That's still going on.
Yeah, it was using a big ass pickle jar to hold up the shelves in there.
Yeah, we're still laughing at that one.
All I can say is my LG dishwasher works great. You know, quiet as a mouse, cleans the dishes great. Can't complain about that. The microwave, we got all LG appliances. I've used it.
Works for you, works for you.
Yeah, and and like I told my wife, I said we've had a number of refrigerators since we've been in this house, and they've all had the ice maker. I've had Frigidaire, Amana. What we have? We had something else. And I said, so I mean, they all had the same mission. I just go back. I can't say it out loud, hey Dominic, but you know, when your wife likes to make snow cones out of everything she drinks, I said, you know, you're using a lot of ice. That means the ice makers working extra hard.
There's Donald.
I'm having to cry.
Now, just in time.
You guys leaving?
No, TJ.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
TJ's on a fit run.
You always know how to come in just at closing time.
That's funny.
Closing time.
That's funny.
Well,
Dominic has another channel. He's got to go referee. So
I was going to ask Randy on his GE stove and fridge. Open the door and see where it's made at. It's going to be Mexico or China, probably.
take a look at those.
Nice.
No, look how wallered out those holes are. Those are supposed to be round, dude.
Like I said, that's not nice. That's worn out.
Someone's lowered them.
Real.
I just ordered some new wheels and tires for this thing, so.
Oh, nice. Finally made a decision, huh?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find similar wheels in the 10s like are on the back right now. So I'll be putting the same 7s all the way around it. Which will be fine. I'm getting ready to put the 7 off the front on the back just to see what it's going to look like. So.
Oh, you took your time choosing too, because that's like an important decision.
What kind of tires are you getting for the thing? Are you getting
round ones?
Round ones. And you know what, TJ? I think they fill up with air.
If you get the hexagon ones, they're much more gas efficient.
Well, hexagon ones work. You just have to drive real fast.
Yeah, you got to keep that momentum going, so you're only touching the tips.
And Justin knows a lot about just touching the tips.
Yeah, just the tip.
Just the tips, right, Justin? Yeah.
Just the tip. What brand did you get though? Is what I'm saying.
Hold on just a second. What the hell? Get on there.
It'd be a gold set of Dayton rims.
Some BF Goodwrenches or some.
Those were popular rims back in the day, Dayton's.
Oh yeah,
back in the 90s.
90s, just the 70s, man. Dayton wire, low rider special.
Well, like I said, like maybe late 80s, early 90s, though. That's like when NWA and all them groups came out and they were like rocking the low riders and music videos. And they got those types of cars got real popular.
I remember in Dayton's. I remember I see first set of Dayton somewhere around the mid 70s. Dayton wire.
Especially being in Southern California, you saw a lot of lowriders.
Oh yeah, and I say before Dayton's came out, Crucible was the original wire rim right there.
It was like when Fast and the Furious came out, man. That movie had such a big impact. All of a sudden, you started seeing people decking their Hondas out, putting body kits and everything on them.
Like I said, when that movie came out, people my age and stuff, when we used to go to the street races in LA, we have been doing that early 80s. So that's why I knew about the RX3s, the RX2s, the RX7s.
Oh, yeah.
The Fox body Mustangs and stuff. Those were the best street racers, man.
Yeah.
Not so much about the big motors in the VW. 2175 motors in the VWs?
Yeah, but to answer your question, I'm not getting any like high dollar tires for this thing. I don't want the most.
That's TJ talking, dude. I don't know what said.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't remember what kind. They're an off-brand. I told him. I said I want a dependable. I told him I said I want something dependable, but I don't want the tires on this thing to be the most expensive part of the car.
Yeah.
And they're not white walls, right?
Right.
Yeah.
White walls would look sweet on this, don't you think?
Yeah.
You should get the rims. The kind of rims you should get, or you should get the spinners.
I could get spinner caps for him if I wanted to, but I'm not going
Spinner
to.
caps. That's so
Yeah.
cheesy. That was what everybody did in the 90s or the early 2000s when they didn't have enough money to really
In fact,
put
I
real
didn't
stuff
get
on their
any
cars.
center caps with these. I'm hoping to tap out the center caps on these, and hopefully they'll be the same diameter as the replacements. They look really close. They should be the same diameter. But if not, I can get.
Like when
No.
how like when people had the spinners and like they would stop and the rims would spin and it looked like they were still moving.
That's what the spinners are supposed to do.
Yeah, but like I said, back when everybody started putting body kits on their cars and stuff, like the Hondas and everything, when in the early 2000s, everybody you would see these people show up to the races. They didn't have a lot of money to deck their car out, put all this shit on it. So they'd go to AutoZone and get the AutoZone special. See rim covers and like racing stickers on the cars and all kinds of shit.
See, I never understood that. I never really.
The Hondas were popular just because there was so much shit you could get for those.
Strong aftermarket.
Yeah, they had a big aftermarket for those. Like you could find 1,000 different body kits for it.
Mhm.
And parts were cheap too because it was a pretty popular car. Like the Honda Accords was what a lot of people were decking out back in the day.
Well, I'm hoping.
That was when Pimp My Ride was popular.
Oh yeah, that was a cool show. I like that show.
And away we go. Okay.
But then they found oh, you leaving?
Yeah. I've just got a message that's saying it's showtime.
Oh, Art doing 2 shows in 1 week.
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing that one because everybody else takes up his time. So
They're trying to minimize his impact.
yeah.
Nobody takes up his time. His time is his time. It's not like it's a broadcast network where time belongs to anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
No. What I meant by that is he said he liked doing it on his own because everybody else, all the guests that come on, seem to don't add value.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
He wants it. He doesn't like having to share the light on his show.
Yeah, that seems that way. So I'm just going to go over and give him a bit of a hard time. So, we will see you on the next one.
Okay,
Enjoy
Dominic,
yourself.
we'll see you later today.
That is going to be.
I had one of these back in the early 2000s. It was an 85. Had the 5.0 in it. And those were beast of cars. If you dropped 10 or 15 grand in that car back in the day,
had.
Oh man, those things were quick little cars.
Was it 79 was the first year of those? Because I had the first year that Fox body style.
I had the year I was born was the year that the one I got.
5.0, king of the streets.
Yeah, and that car was not very big neither. You know, it was small. It was a heavy little car, but it was small. Yeah, that thing, those things, man. I saw people that had dropped a lot of money into those, putting all aftermarket stuff on there, and man, those cars were crazy back in the day.
I got a picture from Randy. He's gonna make it. Probably gonna make everybody laugh. I mean, blow it up. This is my race. This I took Terminal Island.
Yeah, I remember this picture.
Yeah.
They're out there all spread eagle.
That thing ran 12 and a quarter mile. 12 seconds, quarter mile.
Mhm.
That Pinto. Right there. But I see Fast and Fierce and they have nothing on me.
Now,
That them
street
that
races,
leg up in them white shorts look like Shaft.
dude, street races got really, really popularized though around that time because I was in Vegas at the time and we used to go to the street races and oh my God, they were massive. I'm talking sometimes there'd be upwards of 1,000 cars, like crazy big meetups. And there was like different car clubs and there was this whole underground like messaging system of where they would be at and stuff. Yeah, it was pretty great. It was a pretty organized group. But the funniest thing I ever saw at a street race was a limousine and a taxi got stuck in the line, and they actually raced each other, and the limousine whooped the taxi's ass. Everybody thought they were just going to drive through when they got to the front of the line. No, they both
Mhm.
parked at the line. They waited for the girl to throw the flag down, and they both raced.
Mm.
Everybody just started jumping up and screaming.
Hey, I gotta run to public.
Who's that? That's Sarah?
Yeah, that was Sarah. She said she was running to public.
When she said public, I figured it had to be somebody down south.
Yeah.
I mean, only thing else she could have said was Win Dixie after that.
Publix reminded me a lot of Vaughn's. How
that
Vaughn's
right?
stores were. You know how
Is that-
Vaughn's stores were always a lot more cleaner and
I
organized
was gonna say,
looking.
Publix is that high end?
Yeah, oh yeah, Publix is really nice stores.
Wait,
And
what's the name of the other one?
they got good customer service. Vaughn's, like VONS.
Bond.
Bond.
Bonds was, I don't know if anywhere, but I know they anywhere. It used to be pretty heavy on the West Coast.
It's Bonds with a V, KJ, not Bond.
Bonds. Oh.
Yeah, like Vans, but Vaughn's with an O.
Oh, gotcha.
But no, like Publix are really nice grocery stores, and like I said, they're one of the only chains probably left that still have bag boys and shit. They walk your groceries out. Like their customer service is really good.
Stater Brothers is like that. Stater Brothers.
Oh, they still have baggers?
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Because I there like where I work at, there's a Publix in that complex too.
And
So
Publix
people-
stores are very clean too.
Yeah.
They're usually very, very clean and very organized looking.
TJ,
But they have a lot of overhead.
Uncle
still.
Don.
You pay a little bit more to shop.
just so you know what a bag boy is, it's not like a bag lady. A bag boy used to carry out groceries. Like that.
But they'll ask you, like, there's been times I've gone through the line there and I had like one little bag with a couple things in it. That was it. Like, you know, didn't even weigh 2 pounds. And they would ask me, do you want us to walk this out to your car for you? No,
I used to when I was
I'd tell
when
them,
I
no,
was
I'm
in,
good. I think I can manage.
when I was in high school, I used to work for Publix. I would walk there like every day on the days that I worked there, because it was like right up the road from the school where the school was. So I would walk there and just change when I got there after I left school.
Yeah, it's a good company to work for too. They're kind of like Wawa is. It's all
Yeah.
like company owned, so you can only buy stocks at Publix if you're an employee.
Their subs and stuff are pretty
So-
good. We have a Publix
Yeah,
right up the road from our house, and we go there sometimes. And get,
they're
like,
known as
stuff.
pub subs, yeah, Dusty. When Dixie's are closing, yeah. But you pay more to shop at Publix because it is more upscale when you go in there and they have a lot of customer service.
Yeah, that's I guess now we have our routes and like that. Route upscale. And then food for the less is almost generic. Owned by the same company. Which is Kroger. Kroger owns them.
Yeah, Kroger's huge.
I haven't seen a Winn Dixie in like God knows how long.
Kroger is the only company in the US dealing in groceries
Do
that
you
could even
remember?
attempt to take on Walmart. Like Kroger's pretty big.
Do you remember? Do you remember a grocery store called Bruno's? There was this grocery store when I used to live in Georgia. It was called Bruno's. I guess it was kind of like Publix. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. Publix is more of what I call the rich man's grocery store. Because you are going to pay a lot more to shop there, but you're going to have a good experience. Probably 9 out of 10 times. A lot better. Yeah, I brought in I bought a pack of chicken one time there, and it was just 2 leg quarters because it was just me and Sarah having dinner, and got them back to the house, put them in the fridge, and we opened the fridge up, and the fridge smelled all rotten.
Yeah, I probably should have stayed there, Brenda. Probably should have.
You told this story already.
But
yeah, and it was nasty though. But I took it back, and they ended up giving me a whole big pack of leg quarters for free.
But I had moved a lot too, so.
Oh, if TJ was still working at Publix from that time to now, you guarantee he'd be making a lot more money. And I don't think Publix actually has a parent company. I think they're owned by a family, or they were owned by a family.
My mom used to work for them when she was younger.
Okay, where's my phone? John Olsen has just put on Facebook that today's his 55th wedding anniversary.
Whose was it?
John Olsen.
Oh yeah. I did see that.
Oh wow. Publix is actually the largest employee-owned company in the United States.
So it's a co-op.
Yeah, you can't buy stock or anything in it unless you're an employee or you work for the company somehow. That's not publicly traded. So
yeah, our biggest co-op is called the co-op.
Yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to, having the same width tires on the back as on the front, but it won't be bad.
Oh, so you got wheels and tires then?
Yeah. I don't know if you saw the.
would you have to put a bigger rim on the back to put a beefier tire on there though?
Yes.
Why
like there's not a tire that can just go up a size or two?
Well, it depends
I
on
know
what
some
series tires you're talking about.
Sometimes,
sometimes a couple sizes will fit one rim now.
Well, it's not about the height of the tire, it's about the width.
Right.
Yeah, you just want a real wide back tire.
I don't want a real wide one, but the classic buggy look is to have a slightly wider back tire.
Now, did you order a 5th rim so you could have a nice spare on the back? Hanging off the back.
No, I'm not gonna put a spare on. Where would I put a spare on this stupid thing?
I don't know.
It hasn't got a back to hang it on.
I guess I could hang it. I can mount it to the roll bar. But no, I did not.
I was just asking. I was curious. Some people will buy 5 rims when they get a set.
Nope. I'll probably keep I'll probably keep the best of the front tires here in the garage and get rid of the rest of them, but keep the best of the front ones as a spare.
Yeah,
That's what I did.
Use one of the spares and hang it from a tree and make it into a tire swing.
I actually had 2 spares in my car.
Stay away from trees.
Because I had a big trunk and mine already had a stock spare. And then when I bought my rims for my car, I bought 5 of them. And then I just kept the other one in there on top with the sheet
So
wrapped around it.
TJ, you gonna climb this tree to put this rope up?
No, I'll watch somebody else do it. I'll hold the tire and while the rope gets tied on it.
If you put a wider rim, a wider tire on the same rim, you have to put a lower profile one to get the same rolling circumference.
Well, that's what I was talking about.
Rolling circumference isn't as important on the backs. And the fronts are already oversized compared to the ones that came stock on a Volkswagen, so my speedometer is already off.
All right.
Are there some kind of charging docking station things on your wall?
Who, me?
Yes.
No, that is the hydraulic lift for my son's Miata.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's pretty cool.
Your speedo works off your front wheels.
Yes.
Normally it works off the gearbox.
Not on Volkswagens.
All right. So it has a sensor.
Yes, Volkswagens have just a speedo cable going down to the front driver's side.
I think I need to
take all that out and just put a digital panel in.
Well,
Put
if
a
I
sensor
wanted
in the
to,
tire.
you can buy a adjustable, basically a little gearbox to go behind your speedometer, to where you can adjust it to match whatever tire you put on the front. But I'm not going to do it. I can put my phone on the. I can put my phone somewhere and use it as a speedometer.
So, how do you adjust the speedometer? Is there like some kind of tension screw somewhere?
You don't
Like
adjust
to
the speedometer unless if you buy this thing. Yes, there is a adjuster on it where you can gear it down to make it match.
You kind of zeroing it all out.
Yeah, but I can kind of tell how fast I'm going just by listening to it.
Hey, next time there's a cop pulled over to the side of the road, be like, "Do you mind radaring me a couple of times while I go by? Let me know."
He'll say, "Why don't you use the speedometer app on your phone, asshole?"
That is true, yeah.
Yeah, I got the speedometer app on my phone and I use it quite often.
Oh, and those are probably just as accurate or more accurate.
A lot more accurate.
Yeah, because you're getting like 10 different points of reference.
Well, I guarantee it's more accurate than the speedo cable on an oversized tire.
Yeah.
Why would you want to use a speedometer app on your phone when it's on your dashboard?
Because the dashboard is not accurate, TJ, because I have a different size wheel. On Volkswagens, the speedometer ran off of a single cable going to the front driver's side tire.
Off of 15
tire rotation translated to the speedometer.
What was it?
And since I've got a larger tire, it does not tell the accurate speed.
But like me,
one at a 15-inch rim and a 550 cross ply.
But like me and Mark said too, it's probably more accurate because you're getting so many points of references from satellites that are accurate down to just a few inches now.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa, what's up?
So I've used
the speedo app on the speedo on your car gets less accurate the further you drive it, because as the tire wears down, the rolling circumference changes.
Yeah, I guess it would to a certain point.
Yeah, but there's some that use electronic. It's all digital now.
Yes,
So-
and I could change out and put.
That would just be like a sensor or something, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
but it's still relative to the rotation of the wheel.
Right, and if I wanted to get
the GPS ones are
a GPS one, I could put one in the dash, but I don't mind having this on there. In fact, I'm thinking about going through on the outside of it, because this is the Gonzo buggy after all, and the Gonzo buggy is full of imperfections and screw ups and stuff. I'm thinking about just going along with the marker and putting little tick marks around the outside of the speedometer for the
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah.
I didn't know that they had a speedometer app. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, there's you
load
can-
of GPS speed apps.
Dude, you can use Google. Google has a speedometer on there when you're using Google
Oh yeah.
Maps. It will say, it will show you what the speed limit of that road is, and then it shows you right next to you how fast you're going.
Oh yeah, because I think because when I plug my phone into my car, it does that.
Yeah, my brother used to have it set to alert whenever he went above the speed limit.
Yeah,
it would alert you if you're speeding, and he always had his alert set to da 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 da.
Yep, you can have your sat nav set to do that as well. Yeah.
Charge.
Oh, there was one in our work trucks that was annoying as hell. It would beep real loud. If you went 6 miles over.
Yeah.
Oh, I got busted before speeding because they had the GPS.
It was when you hit 7 over because you were allotted 6 over the speed limit before they would ding you for it.
That's when I got written up for calling the boss a moron.
Yeah, I loved it when my GPS unit actually went out in my work truck, and the company that was making them were on like a 6-month back order. So for like 6 months, I didn't have to worry about my driving score or anything.
Well, I had
Because they had to wait for the guy to come install a new one in the truck.
I had my boss. She was like, I copped to speeding. I was like, oh, that must have been when I passed that semi truck. I copped to speeding. I was like, oh, I know exactly when that happened. There's a semi truck there. I went around it. That must have been where it was at. And she pulled up the satellite photo of the load because they would send here's where it happened and here's how far over you were going. And so she pulled up the satellite photo that they sent and said, there's no truck there. I said, moron, do you think that's a live video of when I sped? And I got written up for calling her a moron. But in my defense, she's a moron.
Did you not say my car's not there either?
What's up, Lisa?
Yeah, my car's not there either. I obviously couldn't have been speeding because I'm not there.
Yeah, there was like a good 6 months for the gas company. I didn't have to worry about that.
So yeah. That was a fun Christmas party. Oh, I need to jack up that front. A little.
And the cops should really allow you at least 10% leeway anyway, because most speedos can be 10% out.
Well, most of the cops that I've talked to and asked, they seem to always have like about between a 6 to like 8 mile per hour buffer zone that they would let you get away with. Anything over that, that's when they would pull you over.
Yeah, they don't usually prosecute over here unless you're 10% plus 3 miles an hour over.
Oh no, they don't do that here. Technically, if like say they already know, say you're a troublemaker and they want to pull you over just to see if you're a known person to be involved with the cops a lot, so that it puts you on their radar, right? They'll end up waiting until you get 1 mile an hour over, and then they can legally pull you over. And they'll do shit like that, and that's their excuse to pull somebody over.
Oh, well, you can just tell them, right, take my car in, get the speedo calibrated, and then tell me whether I was speeding or not.
I believe the deputies around here would shoot you for talking like that.
They'd be like, they're like, it's your responsibility to make sure your car is functioning correctly. So if your speedometer's off, that's on you, buddy. Get out of the car, smartass.
It's not, though. It's on the vehicle manufacturer.
No.
And the fact that you don't know how
it is for them to, it is when they sell it, but for you to drive it, you are responsible for the proper functioning of every piece of your car. You can't say, oh, the manufacturer.
Yeah, that's the way they're going to look at it.
Wears down, it can be 4 or 5 mile an hour difference when it's worn to the limit than when it was new.
But what he's saying is like, so over here, yes, if it was a recall and it caused an accident,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you didn't know, then that's one thing. But if it's like just normal wear and tear over the years on a car, yeah,
If you're going to try and tell the
you're
cop,
responsible for that.
yeah, you got me speeding, but you'll have to go in and check my speedometer to see if I was really speeding. They'll say, no, that's your responsibility to make sure that your car is functioning correctly.
And they'd still ticket you, especially if it's a state trooper.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you.
Just for saying that, you're not going to get off. That's not a way to talk your way out of a ticket.
Now, you usually
Now,
give
my
them
dad-
a reverse Uno card.
Now, my dad was good at talking himself out of tickets. When if he came over, like one time he came over the hill near our house, and his favorite trick to do is if he saw a cop by the side of the road and he knew he was speeding because he was always speeding, he would immediately pull over and ask the cop directions. Because it breaks their cycle. They don't pull you over, you pull them over and ask, hey, can you tell me how to get to such and such? And then you just say, yeah, it's down here and you need to slow down because you were speeding. But then he'd get off without the ticket.
I
And
should
one
try
time-
that. I should try that one time.
One time it was near our house and he told the cop, I just got new tires on this thing and I'm not sure if my speed is reading accurate. If I go up here and turn around and come back, can you check me with your radar gun? And then he drove up over the hill and kept on driving. And I just picture the cop sitting there with his radar gun and going, oh.
Well, like Jody
That's
said, yeah,
hilarious.
fight the tickets. But the thing is most like simple traffic violations aren't very expensive tickets to begin with. So most people aren't going to waste time or money going to get a lawyer trying to fight a damn ticket. More people will pay it than fight it, and that's what they're banking on.
I always like when I get pulled over. Like I always throw a fit and get angry and
So
stuff.
you tell us about all the times you get pulled over, TJ.
I know I've gotten pulled over like more than probably anybody else has.
So getting angry, does that get you off from getting a ticket? Has it ever worked?
A few times, yeah.
The best way to get yourself out of a ticket is get the cop to laugh.
But
Oh,
like,
yeah, too.
Just start laughing and say,
I just start laughing and clapping my hands.
but see, now you're starting to see a lot more red light cameras in Florida, right? And those you can't lie about because they always send the clip of every ticket. Like here in Haines City, if you go in, they show you going through the light.
Yeah.
You know, they send a clip with every single ticket that they issue with it, and then they will look at it in an individual basis in the courtroom. If somebody tries to say they didn't run it. Same with those school bus tickets. And those go through a two-step before you even have to go to court.
Yeah,
because
I
the sheriff's department double checks it themselves before they issue the ticket. And then obviously you got to go to court and they're going to have all that evidence.
All of my driving career, I only got 3 speeding tickets.
And you can't even put covers on your license plates in most states no more because it always fucked with the cameras.
I tried going on Florida's website to see how many points I have, and I couldn't check my points for some weird reason. Like how many points do you have to have before you get it taken away or whatever?
So walk into or make an appointment for the DMV and go in there one day.
I know exactly how many points I have on my license.
You can do it online too, right?
I don't know, but I'm saying that if you want to actually sit down with somebody can explain it to you very carefully so you understand.
How about you drive better?
0 points on my license because they fall off after a certain amount of time.
I would just.
And I don't get pulled over.
If you're that curious, hey, TJ, just make an appointment and go in there.
With ours, you have to send your license into them and they actually print it on your license.
And I think for license renewals and just checks on your license, I think you don't even have to make an appointment. I think you can just walk
TJ,
in.
driving the speed limit is always an option.
Yeah, but I get like a little bit of road rage sometimes, and I try to swerve like in between like traffic and stuff because.
Oh, see, you drive like an asshole.
Yeah, sometimes I do. Yeah.
Okay, you deserve everything you get. I hope they take your license.
TJ,
I hate assholes like you that swerve back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, always jockeying for the position. They're gonna win. They're gonna get fast. They're gonna get ahead of the next person. And then you get up to the next stoplight and they're parked right next to you. What the fuck was all that for back there?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's another baby rant.
I try not to be like
A little
that,
bit.
but I don't know. Like I tend to get impatient sometimes. Like, oh, come on already. But I understand. I have no control over it. But
it's obvious Don has thought about this before.
Yeah.
Oh, I've said the same exact thing. I
Yeah.
agree with you 100%.
Oh yeah.
Like when I get stuck in traffic on I-4 or something, I don't switch lanes unless I have to.
No.
Otherwise, I just stay in the same lane and I'll get through it eventually.
I usually get in, and this is really super slow, but usually I'm in the lane that I'm going to be turning in later.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I try to do. I get over into the lane that I know I'm going to end
If
up
I'm on the highway, I drive
just sit
on
there.
the right-hand lane. You don't drive down the left-hand lane. You get overs. That's for faster.
Well,
That's for
technically,
passing.
it's passing, technically.
Right.
I mean, I hate driving behind a slow ass person. Like, dude,
I'll-
what the fuck are you doing?
I'll stay in the fast lane if nobody's behind me, but if people start coming up behind me, I'll move over, you know. But if there's no cars for 2 miles behind me, I don't worry about it.
Well, they have it in our highway code that the outside lane is for overtaking only.
It's the same here. Like I said, if you were driving in the fast lane and a cop was parked on the side of the road and there was nobody behind you for a half mile, they probably wouldn't do it. You know? Now, if you're purposely going slow and people are having to go around you in the other lane, they're going to pull you over for that.
You're not allowed to do that over here.
Yeah, they pull you over for being in the wrong lane.
Like I said, I don't see an issue with it if you're. Like I said, I don't see an issue with it if there's nobody behind you. You know, you might be on a desolate road somewhere.
Well, then why do you need to be in that lane? You
I
should
don't know.
be in,
Just,
if the other
feel
lane,
more British.
why aren't you in them?
Well, feel more British. We pretend it's a 2-lane highway. It's 1 lane each way.
We're not all 2-lane highways, you know. Our motorways have got 3 or 4 lanes in each
How the
side.
heck does
Some of them have got 6 lanes, like the M25.
Yeah.
Six
6
lane
lanes
high.
all closed. Yeah.
Is it 6 lanes each way or 3 lanes each way?
Yeah, 6 lanes each way, and they all look like a fucking car park.
Oh yeah, 3 4-lane highways each way are so common over here. And then you'll see some bigger ones that could be 6 to 7 lanes.
How does Jody drive without a license?
We were coming home from.
You turn the key and drive down the road and hope you don't get caught.
Coming home from that funeral on Thursday morning, they closed one section of the motorway between junction 16 and 17.
Now that would be cool if they made they made driver's license basically a little card that you had to insert to get your car to start.
To prove that you had a license to drive.
That'd be great. Yeah, how many idiots that get off the roads? Not you, Jody.
No, now all I can think about, Donald, is the Fifth Element when he puts his card in the taxi cab and tells him how many points he has on his license. Remember?
Yeah.
He's thinking of TJ and what he just said. The first movie.
TJ's afraid to go to the DMV because there's probably a wanted poster up there for him.
If you see this guy driving around.
No, that's Goodwill that he's wanted from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, TJ, how many times have you been pulled over in, say, the last year, 2 years?
Well, they lost.
Too many.
They lost 5 years on our license.
That you can't. You've been pulled over enough in the last 2 years that you don't even know the number. You can't count.
I mean, I can, but it's, I don't know, like, I probably got like, I don't know, 7
I
or 8
can tell you the
tickets.
last time I got pulled over.
7 or
would have
8
been-
tickets in 2 years?
Probably 5.
Jesus.
Dude, I've
I-
only
Last-
gotten one. I got one ticket, and I didn't even end up having to pay it in the last like 10 years.
What was it, like
The
5 or
last
6?
ticket I got, I want to say, would have been in 2008 or 9.
I just got one like not too well. It wasn't really a ticket. It was here. I'll go get it.
My last speeding ticket was in 1988.
That's crazy, dude. 8 tickets, six to 8 tickets in 2 years. Oh, dude, his insurance has got to be crazy
This
expensive.
was the last one that I got.
Yeah, your car insurance has got to be crazy expensive.
Mark, how did you get pulled over for a speeding ticket when all they had back then was like the Model Ts?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they thought if you went over, was it 15 miles an hour, you'd disintegrate back then?
Yeah, a human being could not do more than 45 miles an hour.
Yeah, it was something like
Right.
something mile an hour limit.
First speeding ticket was in Plymouth on the south coast, and it was a policeman stood at the side of the road with a radar gun. And the speed limit sign was hidden behind a tree. And it was coming out of a 40 limit onto a 30. My second one, I was going down a hill with a burnt out inlet valve. So I was going fast enough to get up the other side of the hill. There was a police with a speed trap halfway up that hill in one of the side streets. And then the third one was... What was the third? The third one was another radar gun, I think, on Victoria Avenue. And that's it. They're the only 3 I've had.
I've only been pulled over twice, but the one time the guy let me off, the second time he ticketed me, but I didn't have to pay it because he never submitted the ticket. So when I went to the courthouse on my copy, the day my copy said to be there, they didn't have anything in their system. She said that was kind of normal though. She said a lot of the cops at the end of the day don't want to do all the paperwork, so sometimes they'll take a couple tickets they feel like aren't really that bad, and they'll just toss them.
Only ever been stopped for speeding once, and that was on a push bike.
One of my employees got pulled over twice on a fucking bicycle because he didn't have a light on it.
No, I got stopped because I was going down the hill on Blackpool Road, which was quite steep, going past cars, and I actually thought the cars were just going slow. Turned out they wasn't. And the police officer at the bottom was like, "Oi, hey, get off!"
Oh, you don't have speedometers on push bikes.
I know. Still took my fucking bike off me for doing fucking 45 in a fucking 30 zone. How was I supposed to know? I was just pedaling like fuck going downhill.
Yeah, like I said, one of my employees got pulled over twice and ticketed because he was riding his bike to Walmart at like 3 o'clock in the morning. He didn't have a headlight on his bike.
I've gotten exactly 5 tickets in my life and 2 warnings.
Yep. That was the exact same day that me and my mate, we'd actually gone to Blackpool on the bikes. And when we came back, we completely got lost where we was going. And we just followed the signs that said Preston. And we ended up on the motorway on the fast lane.
How much you paying in insurance, TJ? Your insurance has got to be high if you're getting all them tickets. Was that accident you were in? Did they deem that your fault or the other drivers?
No, the other driver. I think they did it. Yeah, the other driver. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right, because they didn't have insurance, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had
You
that.
lucky bugger.
You had that uninsured policy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a must on your car insurance, man. At least have the uninsured part on the policy. Because
So,
if
TJ,
somebody
you sure you don't have a suspended license? 7 tickets in the last couple of years?
Yeah, that's probably why he's not going to go in the DMV to ask him how many points.
I wouldn't.
Be like, yeah,
Like, how many, like, I wonder how many it is before, like, how many points you have to have before you lose your license.
oh,
I don't
you'll
know, you
know
should
because
have a
you'll
bunch
get
with 7 tickets.
you'll get a letter in the mail if they suspend your license or anything
It's
like
only
that.
6 or 12 over here.
And they usually give you warnings that it's going to happen too.
Yeah.
No, it's more than that. You
Mhm.
get 3 points for speeding, and it used to be, I think it was 12 before you got suspended. But now you get the option of either getting the points on your license or going to a speed awareness course.
In Missouri, it's
They're
8.
gonna tell- they're gonna you go to the course and they're gonna tell you what's wrong with you.
In Missouri, it's 8 points within 18 months.
Yeah, I think it's 12 points.
Yeah, but how many points do you get for each time you pull?
Wow.
How many of your tickets, TJ, were speeding?
How many?
He doesn't know they were all a blur.
Speeding is usually 3 points.
Okay, so TJ, you have to go to the Florida DMV and you have to do an online driver's license check, or you can purchase a copy of your driving record. The online check is free, but you have to, if you want an actual printed out like driving record, they'll give you in detail everything that you ever had. You can pay for that and they'll send it to you in the mail.
Oh, how much is that?
It doesn't say.
Just do the free version.
Oh, it's
Print screen.
for 3-year records that costs $8 plus $6.25 tax. 7-year record is $10.
Slow down.
If you want to go
That's
back
easy
up
More
to
tax
7
on
years.
that than there is a fucking tariff.
80% tax.
Hello. Don't tell me the paper's coming from China.
Yeah, but it's only $10 and $5. Come on now. You're only spending like $12 or $15.
But
No, you said it was $8 and $6 tax.
No,
Yeah.
$8 plus $6.25 tax. That's still not
Yeah,
a lot of money.
But that's 80% tax.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know.
8%
That's
tax.
just what it says. But I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, I wouldn't care though because it's
You
such
don't
a
get
cheap
that
item.
charged that much percentage on a freaking drone from China.
And if you wanted to do the 10-year, and it says that's only in some areas. It doesn't say all areas charge that. And for a 7-year record, it's $10. So at most he would spend $16.25. That's still not bad if you want to get a full detailed printout
DJ?
of what the cops and everybody else would see when they look up
Solution.
your record.
So if you spend $10, it's still $6.25 tax.
Right, but you get the 7 years instead of 3.
Yeah. TJ, just drive carefully and don't speed.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, if you still want to really get a detail, that's not that much money.
I don't know.
$16. And then you'll be able to see what the cops, insurance companies, all that will be. That's all shit they're going to be able to see when they look up your driving record. So you'll know how bad it really looks over a course of time.
Just
I don't think I have any other.
I mean, if you've gotten fucking 8 tickets in 2 years, bro, I can imagine what you've had in the last 7.
Donald closed the wrong window.
He's gonna be like fucking Jim Carrey and Liar Liar. I got unpaid parking tickets.
Don't
Fucking
worry,
whole
building.
glove box full of them.
This is the first time I've ever had a ticket. I beg your pardon.
Joe, what you building?
He's fixing his favorite drone case.
All right, okay.
Oh yeah, he's using one of them where you take
I redid the case. I needed to fix the front.
bits of foam you take
Oh,
out.
show him what's in it, Joe. Your favorite drone. Show him.
That's why I got it closed, so you can't see that crap.
It's Neo.
The ticket is blue.
It's the Neo. It's the one and only Neo. Sponsored by and recommended by Captain Joe America.
You know, he obviously leaves the channel and starts going, Neo.
DJ, go to that link I just put in the chat real quick. Hold on. There we go. And then if you scroll down, they have It's like explains all the different points and how much you get and how long they fall off. And then you also have down at the bottom highlighted in blue, you can go to the Florida County Court.
TJ's going to fill it in. They're going to be like, we want to web with him.
Oh, it's Florida driving records. You'll see it highlighted down a little further. It'll say Florida driving record.
Oh, it also tells you that speeding is 3 points, careless driving 3 points, failure to stop at a red light is 3 points, too fast for conditions is 3 points, reckless driving is 4 points, failure to obey a traffic signal is 4 points.
Yeah.
Wait, if it's
so scroll down to Florida driving record.
I've probably done.
So you're
I've speeded a few times. Probably done some careless driving.
Yeah. Well, I just want to question Paul here. It's going for a red light is 3 points, but not obeying a traffic signal is 4 points. Aren't they the same thing?
So scroll down, Paul. Okay, where it says Florida driving record up there, highlighted in blue. Click on that. Where it says how to check your points on your record. No, up. Up. Another one. Yep, right there.
Right there,
Click on that, and then it will tell you the prices. You can get a 3-year, 7-year, or you can get a complete driving history. It's a little bit more. They didn't show that one on the thing I was looking at.
$25.
The complete driving record.
Yeah, it's like since you first got your license as a teenager, like it'll be everything that they have on you over the course of the entire time you've been driving.
They might charge you
the way these going, they'll feel sorry.
Probably the one that I need.
TJ, they might charge you a little bit more for all the trees you have to cut down to send it you.
And the paper, I'm telling you.
You just get this knock on the door one day, it's a whole filing cabinet full of you.
And then you also have this link here, because that's a third-party company that does it for Florida.
Speed
But
driving, bingo.
this one here, go to their website.
Well, I've only done maybe two or three of those.
Okay, so click on that one, TJ, and it takes you right to the .gov website, and you just put in your driver license number, and then you and then you do the character matchup, and then hit enter, and it should tell you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Enter your driver's license number.
And this is the .gov website, so this is actually the state website.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just took a screenshot of the thing
And
so
then-
that way I can go back and do it later.
And then you gotta type the characters, whatever characters are in that box,
Oh, okay.
not in the bottom box.
And then you just then when you push enter, it'll pull up your whole driving record.
Yeah, it tells you up top what it looks at: driver license check, online insurance update, driving school eligibility check, social security number update, parental access of minors, and driver license and ID tracking system. So that's all the stuff, the information it will give you.
Do you get points for defective taillights and things like that when you get tickets for that?
I don't know, but most cops don't really give you a big deal on like an out headlight.
Like if
They
you
might
got a
just
headlight out or a tail
because
light
a lot of times those tickets are just fix-a tickets. So they'll give you the ticket, but you get it fixed, and then you go to the police station or the courthouse. You show them that you fixed it. They look at the ticket, and then once they verify it, the ticket goes away automatically.
Yep.
When I
wouldn't think you would get
I'll
points for
take a
this.
screenshot and send it to you.
You get more more
Hundred.
points for driving under the influence.
Hold on, let's see.
I think that's automatic 2 years loss of your license.
Yeah,
for your
it is.
first offense. It's either a year or 2 years.
Yeah. But it never used to be over there. People used to get DUIs all the time in America.
Oh, they still do.
But here you get one DUI and that's it. You lose your license for up to 5 years. In fact, if you're that far over the limit, you can actually go to jail.
Fucking Dusty, I get points for bringing sexy back. Except Salty Dog Performance. He said, "Stop filling your beard, TJ. It's weird."
Here's my here's my
Oh,
driver's license.
Jesus Christ, man!
You do.
Just wafted his fucking driving license right in front of the camera.
Theirs has their address
Did
on.
it pull anything up yet, TJ?
No, hold on.
No, but the scammers have.
Let's see.
Well, don't tell us anything. I was just curious if it went through.
Yeah, and TJ, don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
He's bad at putting people's addresses.
Do I have to
in,
put the
like-
Do I have to put the dashes in there?
No,
Just
just
did
put
actually prove the point to him.
No, you shouldn't have to. But it will tell you whether you need to put them in there or not. But I wouldn't just put it in there without those.
Yeah, was it you, Justin, that pulled up all TJ's details from an address?
No, that was fucking Corey.
Corey.
Corey put the whole floor plan of his house, everything. Yeah. Fucking how much he paid for the house, how much it's worth now. Like, all the information on fucking TJ's house because he showed his fucking address on that unboxing video.
And now he's just flashed up his driving license. Tomorrow he's going to find a removal van on the drive. You've just sold your house, TJ.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was you.
I don't know. As
What's
of
up,
May,
Dan? How's it going? That's actually Dan, TJ.
As of May 30th, 2025 at 7:39 p.m.
Now
Is it E? This license is a class E. Restrictions are
Yeah, it's just giving you your basic information about your license.
Oh.
Let's see
You
if
just
it
need to know
shows
how
any.
many points you've got.
Well, does it tell you on?
Watch them be in like the negative or something. Fucking the cops on their
How do you
way.
see?
Negative 33 points. Dispatching a tow truck and a deputy now.
But does it? That's what I was.
I don't know. I
was-
haven't looked at it. Hold on, I'll do it and try it and see. So I got to forward a license.
It doesn't tell you your how many.
Yeah. This is
It
where
doesn't-
Justin finds out he's banned as well.
It doesn't tell you how many points you have though.
Hold on, there might be a sub menu that you're not seeing.
Anybody else want to do it?
It's only for Florida.
Yeah, I can give you my license if you want.
Aren't you completely banned?
Watch
Nope.
Mark be wanted by.
Because of your
Yeah,
eyesight.
Well, officially, probably.
Do you have another window open, Mark?
Nope.
Oh.
Somebody
there
else
was
has
an-
got the echo. He's not
Justin.
coming.
Yeah,
Coming
what?
The echo it lit your box up.
Yeah, you click on driving history. It's highlighted in blue right under those other
Oh.
two.
So who's got the most points?
Yeah, I clicked on it and then it's saying, "How do I obtain a driving record? What is the 3-year?" Like it.
If you go all the way down, it tells you how to turn yourself in and surrender.
You may review the current status. Yeah, so okay, so
Yourself in and surrender.
right now, TJ, it looks like all you can do online is just look up the status of your license, like whether it's valid or not. But if you
Does it
want
say
the
your license is
driving,
valid, TJ?
but what it says is if you want like how many points you have and all that, you have to get one of the paid back.
So TJ,
or,
does it say your driving license is valid or Cheerios want it back?
It doesn't say anything like that. I just
Yeah, it
scroll
will
down.
say no. It will say as of May 30th, and then right after your driver's license number, it will say valid.
Yeah.
Should say is valid.
Yeah. The cornflakes company would like their driving license back.
Like I don't have any restrictions on my license. I don't have any endorsements.
That's what it's telling us.
Yeah.
Well, endorsements
We
are
don't know he's
just
a master criminal offline.
Endorsements are just points over here.
no endorsements over here are just like if you want to drive a motorcycle, you have to get a
Motorcycle or
endorsement.
truck or yeah.
Oh, we don't class that as an
Yeah.
endorsement. An endorsement is how many points you've got over here.
So yeah, you're
It's
just gonna have to
not-
suck it up and buy the 3 or 7 year one, dude.
Is that Dan Salty Dog Performance?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I said. It's Dan. I didn't realize it was him.
Surely the word boobs would have given it away.
Laura would like
I'm
to
gonna
say,
go-
wish you all a very good night.
No.
Have sweet dreams. All right, I'm gonna do that thing again.
Gonna do what thing?
Yeah, you're gonna
um,
if you want a detailed, you're either gonna need to go in the DMV and have them look it up and tell you. There's they could probably print it out for you there, or you're gonna have to go online and pay for one.
But in
I
there,
just,
in
Just
there,
make just make an appointment for like in a few weeks. I'll give you time to ask for the day off or switch days with somebody.
Or go in when you finish work early.
I think you
Yeah,
can
I go-
walk
I
in
go
to
in
do
like
I think you
I
can
go in-
renew your license without a appointment, but I'm not sure about his area. Here you can renew one without an appointment, but anything else you have to have an appointment for. And they're always 2 or 3 weeks out. Like
More
you
than
can't
that.
never get an appointment.
Here you renew your license via the post.
You can do it online here too, but yeah, if you want to go in and do it.
We don't have any local offices.
No, but you can do it online.
Hmm.
And then they send you out a new one, but you have to return your old one within a certain time
Well,
frame.
That's what I'm telling him, Jim. He just needs to make an appointment with the DMV and go in there.
I mean,
That way,
the old green licenses lasted until your 65th birthday.
because the thing is,
Or your 70th birthday, yeah, the paper one.
Yeah,
The
now
card don't actually, your license doesn't expire, your photograph expires. So you have to renew it because you need a new photograph on it.
yeah, but they're on about making over 75s take a test every 10 years, and then
Yeah,
I think 85s goes 5 years, and then
I thought it was over 70 actually, not over 75.
I don't know. I thought it was 75, but it might be 70.
Because
honestly, I think
anybody over 70 has to have an eye test every 2 years.
I'm going to be honest. Anybody over 75 driving should be getting
No, because of his age.
yearly tests done, if not every 2 years.
My dad's
Because
he's
yeah,
nearly-
but what I'm saying is that's the age where you really start hitting stuff where you know, where shit can just hit you all of a sudden real out of nowhere.
Mm.
And some people try to hide the fact they have problems because they don't want to give up their license.
Well, I haven't given up my license, even though I'm registered blind.
You should do.
I don't use it. All I use it as is a photo ID.
Technically, you're only breaking the law if the GP has told you to tell DVLA.
No, the GP never said anything.
Well, he should have done because once you get registered as blind, you're supposed to tell DVLA.
Well, I'm not registered as blind with a GP. I'm registered as blind with the local council.
Yes, I know, but you're supposed once you're registered, yeah, you're supposed to tell DVLA. It's like me and my epilepsy. Yeah. I don't even have a driving license, but I still have to tell DVLA.
I was supposed to tell them when I was 21 when I got diabetes.
And you forgot.
Yeah. Accidentally. On purpose.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't worry about the fact that I forgot about my diabetes and being blind. It's the dementia that's the problem.
Yeah. Alzheimer's. Oh no, Alzheimer's, you can remember things from that long ago. It's stuff from now you can't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to post it. I've written it out,
No, isn't Alzheimer's the one that's long distance memory and dementia's the short distance?
No,
Short term.
Alzheimer's, no short memory.
Because my mum had vascular dementia and she couldn't remember stuff that we told her today, which she could remember stuff from fucking 9 years ago.
Yeah, that's the same as Alzheimer's. Because my mate's dad always used to say that his mum wasn't his wife because she was too old. Because he could only remember her from when she was younger.
Yeah, my mum went through a spell where she didn't remember who I was. She kept calling me my brother. Hey. But you just have to get on with it.
Well, you don't really drive a self-driving Tesla. If it's truly self-driving, you wouldn't really be driving it, Dusty. Because they're supposed to be coming out with a model next year or the year after that doesn't even have a steering wheel or nothing in it. That's going to be interesting.
What I should do then, get a Tesla.
That won't be allowed on UK roads because even the self-driving, you've got to be able to manually overtake it.
Yeah, they're designing one that doesn't have anything in it. No steering wheel, nothing. You just get in it and sit.
Look, I'll be honest. If they design one where you've got a PlayStation controller or an Xbox controller, I'll be able to drive like I can in Euro trucks.
Yeah, until
Well, what they're talking about eventually, within the next 10 years, they want to have the cars as robots that will be electronically linked to everything. And you, when like Justin says, you just get in, sit down, and tell it where you want to go.
Yeah, and you tell it where you want to go, and somebody sells that data to someone else, and before you even get there, you've got an advertisement to say, by the way, while you're here.
It won't work. Too many people with vintage cars and classic cars.
But see, I hear a lot of the older people that I talk to about it are the ones that are the most uncomfortable getting in a car without a steering wheel letting it drive.
The one thing I'm
but
wondering
the younger generations are going to get used to it more and more to where they don't even think
Well,
about
it's like when they first came out with cell phones. The older people goes, "What the hell is this?"
You're still doing it.
Yeah, but next year we've got driverless trucks going on our motorways.
We got them over here already.
Yeah, they can go driverless on the motorways, but they can't on town roads.
I can just see Paul pulling up his cell phone. Ooh, there's a calculator on here. Oh, those Japanese are some clever folks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's where the text message.
Does it have a calculator on my cell phone?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, there's calculators on all cell phones, Paul.
Wow.
I remember when your phone used to have an FM radio on it.
You learn something new every day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Let me go find out what these dogs want. I'll talk to y'all in the morning.
Casio.
Okay, Joe. We'll see you in the morning.
Hey, Joe.
Remember the Palm Pilots
I'm gonna
back in
get
the
up here
day?
myself. I'm gonna go get changed.
I've got
get
a
out
Palm
of these dang
Pilot.
work clothes.
Okay, TJ. Bye.
See you later.
I had one.
TJ.
I had one when I was
Funny.
in. I had one when I was in middle school, and I thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
No,
Yeah, the little Palm Pilot thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had a Scion.
Mine was an HP Compact. I've still got it somewhere. I just haven't got a charger for it because I'd love to get it up and going. It had Windows 3.1 on it.
I didn't get my first cell phone until I think I was like 19. It was a singular wireless flip phone.
My first phone was the Motorola brick. I mean, a fucking proper brick. And it would have been in 1996 or 7.
Like I just remember back in the day, Singular Wireless used to do those plans. Get 4 phones free right now for just $25 a month. And you'd see some young 19-year-old kid walking there, and all of a sudden he'd be walking out of the bag of fucking phones. Signed up for the family plan.
The problem was when you back in the day when you had to top it up to make your calls, and they used to scam you. You'd be like on the phone for like 30 seconds, and it'd go, "We've just charged you 5 minutes."
I was in my 30s when I got my first mobile phone. Mainly because they didn't have any before then.
And you remember when they used to do shared text messaging?
Yeah.
You get 10,000 texts between 4 phones. Sounds like a lot, but not with the 16-year-old.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, I remember when O2 came out with the unlimited texts. And Laura went, hold my beer. I'll sort this one out. 2 weeks after I bought the bundle, we got a text message saying you've exceeded the fair usage policy. So I'm on the phone to O2. I was like, what do you mean you've exceeded the fair usage policy? They went, well, it's unlimited, but the fair usage is 12,000 texts. Yeah, she hasn't sent 12,000 texts in 2 weeks. Oh, she bloody well has. She was texting every fucker.
It sounds like a lot, but dude, you can do, you talk to 4 or 5 people, and some people on our phones always
But
texting
back
somebody.
then,
Yeah,
the
that's
average,
it.
back then, the average text were 120 characters.
They spend
160.
They spend 4 hours texting each other backwards and forwards when they could just phone each other and say it all in 10 minutes.
Oh, the worst ones are your friends that text you, and then they ring you, say, send you a text.
Yeah.
Text back when you're ready.
Well, what's
sends me a text and then phones me up before I've had a chance to read it.
That's what's nice too is as phones progressed, stuff started becoming more affordable. They went from, you only had so many minutes a month and you didn't have long distance. Otherwise you were in roaming or whatever it was. And then that became just a normal price in the bill. And then same with text messages. You used to get limited on those.
Well,
and when they went
unlimited texts came around when
and now they're doing that with data. But now they're doing that with data. You don't have to, most phone companies now don't have a limit anymore on data. It's always
they're doing
unlimited.
away with single-use data plans.
Yeah, unlimited text, unlimited calls, unlimited data on my.
Well, you got to look at the wording over here, right? Because they could say unlimited data, but then in the fine print it says I'll throttle you down after so many gigs.
Yeah.
But then if it says unlimited high-speed data, that's what you got to look for.
Yeah, ours is unlimited data, and they throttle you at, if you're paying a lower plan, they'll throttle you at 600 gig, and if you're, but you using 600 gig on your mobile phone, you've got to be doing some serious fucking surfing.
Yeah, I mean,
people could use that up.
It's unlimited data on my phone, but most of the time I'm using the data through my wireless.
Yeah. The other thing that pisses me off is Samsung with that stupid data restriction. Every time I turn it off, every month they turn it back on and go, you've used 2 gig of data. You might want to slow down. Fuck all, I've got an unlimited plan.
Mm.
And now the one that you're starting to see more unlimited on now too is the mobile hotspots.
I actually leave my hotspot on permanently.
But they used to give that heats your phone up, right? You're using that, or
Only
you use
attached to it.
But anyway, that's like one thing you're starting to see now because they used to give you like a 5 gig limit on the hotspot, which wasn't much.
Yeah,
I'll
to connect to my mobile when we're together because she's on a pay-as-you-go plan.
They're doing away with pay-as-you-go.
And I use I use me tablet.
When you say pay-as-you-go, is it a pay-as-you-go where you top up every month, or is it a pay-as-you-go where you pay a direct debit every month?
Top up.
Yeah, well, tell her now to go to monthly SIM, because it's the same thing. So if you're paying 20 quid, say, for a monthly SIM on top up, that £20 can get you unlimited calls, unlimited text, and unlimited data.
Mm.
Especially, what's it called? Superdrug do one. 18 quid for unlimited everything.
She's on O2.
Yeah, O2 are nasty though.
I'm on O2.
Yeah. I don't like the fact that they secretly moved everybody from proper contracts to these deals where you actually, if you got a new phone, they take out a loan in your name.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you can
Yeah,
pack that right in.
You actually pay two separate things. You
Yeah.
pay your phone and one for your airtime.
Yeah,
That's what I love about my phone plan. When I got it when I was a manager, I got locked into it for 2 phones a month, mine and Sarah's. I pay $50, and that gives us unlimited talk, text, unlimited high speed 5G, and 10 gigs of hotspot each. I can't. That's not a bad deal at
That's
all.
not a
And
bad deal when you get.
and I can add more phones to my plan and still keep that discount on
Yeah.
top of it.
That's not
So
a
you
bad deal as long
No.
as you've got a decent phone to run it on.
Yeah, I got the S23 Ultra. She's got an iPhone 13, so yeah.
Yeah. I was going to get the S25, but my niece has claimed.
Or
the
she's got the
the
14.
S24.
No, I think she's got the 14. Can't remember.
You're not.
Or is yours the 14 Pro Max?
I
Or
think
Laura's got
that's
the 15 Pro Max.
Laura. No, I think Sarah's got the. It's either the 13 or the 14. We always stay a couple generations behind.
I've got the 11 Pro Max, but Kate's got the 14.
You've got an iPhone 10 in there.
Yeah, I always stay 2 or 3 generations behind. I don't see.
I've still got my iPhone 3s, 4, and 5.
Because the only.
And 6 Plus.
Because the only thing you're really seeing improving on the cell phones, the 3 key things, is it might be a little bit better battery, just slightly better. The camera will have slightly better features, and it might have a little bit faster processor.
Yeah, now it's all this AI shit that they're coming out with. Your camera's still the same, but now you've got AI. And what's
But
the
if you-
AI? It now makes calls.
But if you take like the S22 Ultra and an S25 Ultra, the only real difference between the two is that one's got the 8.1
Slightly
what is
bigger
it,
size on the S25.
Snapdragon. It has the Snapdragon, where that one has the 3rd generation Snapdragon.
Yeah.
But
It's
if you
also
put them
size
side,
difference.
but if you put them side by side, though, you don't see a big difference. I mean, it's so slight that it's barely noticeable in like response time and stuff like that.
No, but size difference, you'll see.
I don't know. What is the S25 Ultra?
The S25 Ultra is, I think it's about 1 centimeter bigger than the S22 Ultra.
I didn't know that they even changed the sizes.
Yeah. The
Okay,
phones are
so
getting bigger and bigger.
6.41 screens. Okay, let's do the 20.
Hey, Justin, you're the host. I got to run.
Catch you later, Paul.
Bye-bye.
Later.
Okay, see you, Paul.
Right, let's get it a party.
Why has he got a run?
Nah, he's just giving up.
Oh yeah, it's only a point. It's only a point different though. It's a 6.8 versus 6.9. It's barely even noticeable. That's such a slight increase on the screen. That's still not worth enough to be on the latest one, just to be on it.
No, well, like I said, I'm not. I was going to get the S25 Ultra, but I'm not now. I'm not a big fan of AI either. This is starting to piss me off with all the AI shit.
Yeah, ain't nothing you can do about it though. That's the way
It's
they're
like
going.
they brought out the vacuum cleaner with AI. What does it do? Well, it hoovers up.
It's just they're just giving a fancy name for their mapping technology, whatever
Yeah,
mapping
but it's
they're
not
using.
even for the mapping technology. Apparently, it detects the different types of flooring. Listen, if my Hoover's got AI, I want it to detect what fucking product is going in there, sort it out, so I can recycle it properly.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want it sucking up bolts and screws and things like that when it's not supposed to.
Yeah, why is it these days vacuum cleaners, they'll take a fucking sock, gone, but yet it won't take a bloody piece of birdseed?
Mm.
Stupid fucks.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's the way the world's going now.
Yeah, washing machines and dryers are just as bad at nicking socks.
So I put my washing machine on earlier without any soap in it, and it fucking bubbled up like shit. It was like, what the fuck?
That'll be all the soap that's stuck in the what's it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna run it through a few times, I think. So you can clear it off.
Just take your soap tray out and put.
Hasn't got a soap tray, we only use tablets.
It'll still have a soap tray.
To be honest, I want to actually go inside it and see if there's any socks in there. Someone's stealing the fucking socks.
It's not easy to get inside the drum.
Now, there's that pipe thing at the bottom, isn't it, you can take out.
The coin trap.
Is it a coin trap? No, the little thing at the front, you just turn it out, spin it round, and it's got like a little pipe that you can release water out of.
Oh, in case your pump stops working.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, since the last update of,
every so often.
telling you, since the last update for Chat GPT, man, that shit is getting good. It's starting to get really, really good.
I don't know. The images one's still not fucking improved.
No, it's improved quite significantly.
What, the images?
Everything, yeah. Just
Is it Microsoft one that does the images? Does your 4 images at a time?
it's the Copilot.
No.
Because Chat GPT will
I
just
have
do
got
one photo
Copilot,
at
which
a
I
time.
use. Oh, image creator from Microsoft Designer, it's called. Bing.com/images/create. And you get 15 credits a day. For fast creation.
Fucking bitch. Shut the hell up.
All right.
Talking to the dog.
Enough.
What? You have food? You have water.
I keep telling my dog that. She ignores it completely.
Yeah, food, you have water. Yeah, but yours looks better.
Keep telling you're not getting any more food until you get what I give you at breakfast time.
Yeah, that's the point. I'll probably be only on for half an hour tomorrow night. I'm up early on Sunday.
I want Wembley.
Well, I guess
I'm
y'all
on,
want to shut it down or what?
I'm on coach 189 of 210.
Where is it? Yeah, you don't know. I don't know.
Wembley.
What was that?
We went past Wembley on Wednesday night.
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause it's near place though, isn't it?
No, we had to come off the M6, the M25 at junction 16 and get on the M40 and the A40 to go to the bottom of the M1, which means you go past Wembley.
It was attached to the
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It only takes what
On the
about
A406.
yeah, it takes about an hour from here to get to Wembley on the train. Yeah, and yet we've got to set off at 9 o'clock for a fucking 3 o'clock kickoff.
Well, how come you're going from there when it's Southend?
Southend's just down the road from us.
Is it?
Yeah, Southend's 40 minutes the other way.
There you go. I'm ready to jump off. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, I'll catch you all tomorrow.
All right. Okay.
Bye, all in the chat.
Later, everybody in the chat. We'll see you in the morning. Later, Mark.
Give it a few minutes so our buy goes through. Don't do a poll. Guys, later, guys.
Later.
See ya.
1, 2, 3.
4.